So I let 'em hang when I pull this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they playing. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they playing. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Welcome to Cannon Speaks. I am Cannon Hotep. Give yourselves a round of applause because you be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I really, really appreciate it. Riding alongside me today, always, my man Jay Pylon. What's going on, Jay?
What's good? What's good? Good to be here.
I hear that. And we also got a special guest tonight. We got my man Robert Banks in the building. What's going on, Rob?
Welcome me, Rob.
Happy to have me.
No problem, bro. Appreciate you coming through. So tonight, guys, we got Ask Me Anything. Ask Me Anything. I know you guys was asking about, special gun situations and things of that sort. That's why I wanted to bring Rob on with me, because I'm sure Rob probably got more experience than I do. He do this for a living. Why don't you give him a little backstory about you, bro?
Oh man, originally from Poughkeepsie, New York. Grew up there, went to college in New Hampshire. After college, got a job working at security at Superstation Power Plant. Was an officer there for a couple of years. Moved up, got to the training ranks. Ended up being a trainer there. Started the training program for about 5 years. And then moved down to Mississippi to a plant down there. Same thing. I was a senior trainer there, taking care of the training department for security. And now I work basically as Operator 4 as a mock force member for the plant. right now. Making sure the place is safe and they can defend the site. So traveling around doing that for a little bit.
I hear that. So you get to do all the good shit, like, you know, like you said, force on force and shit like that. Like that's the cool shit to me. You know what I mean? That's like I guess that's a field I wish I would have went in when I was younger, but I was always good with, like, you know, IT and electronics and stuff like that. So that's where I kind of went. It's funny because I wanted to be a marshal, right? I wanted to go hunt people. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But then the wife got pregnant and she was like, shit, you ain't about to go do that. We got a kid coming. You need to be around. So I went into the IT field instead of going into the marshals or going into the, you know, to the DEA, stuff like that. I had a couple of ends to do that. Some people from my church. Matter of fact, it was one gentleman, you know, Deacon Coleman, God rest his soul, worked for the DEA until he retired, and he told me he can get me in there. And then, like I said, had a kid coming. Then it was a wrap after that. She was like, "Yeah, no, you ain't. You can go ahead and hang that up. We need you around here. We don't need you out here in these streets. But you know, still got to protect the babies and stuff like that." Anyway,
Chat saying Rob's got an echo.
yeah, I fixed it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just let you know.
So anyway, if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we live. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let us know how we doing. We could use that constructive criticism. Anyway, like I said, guys, it's AMA. Ask me anything. So let's see what we got in the building. We got Fuego in the building as always. What's going on? We got Connor. What's up? We got Joe Beard. We got my man Adeptus Santos. What's going on? Montoya in the building. YV. What's up? We got Rudy the Vet Russo in the building. He always dropping them gems on HJ channel. We got Rami. What's up, Rami? We got Joe Biden's unclaimed grandchild. Hotep and Bill. We got Protocol in the building. What's the deal? I'm sure more people will jump in as YouTube lets them know that we're live, or they don't. Who knows what's going to happen?
Get the notifications out.
Right. They'll get the notification out when we about to end. Everybody going to be in time for the let out.
What do you have that you're drinking there?
I got some sugar-free iced tea.
Okay.
Yeah. So check it, right? Before we get started with the AMA. So yesterday, me and my son, right? My son loved Target. They got like Target special, like exclusive toys. Right, so they had like some Dragon Ball Z exclusive toy that he wanted, right? So I'm like, all right, whatever. Let's go hit Target. Let's go get the toy. So we walk into the thing, and then I see one of the books. They got one of the Pride books called "'Twas the Night Before Pride." I'm like, geez, here we go, right? It's bad enough that when you go on to Target, now they got the kids like the clothes all skewed, so you don't know what's boy clothes. You don't know what's girl clothes. It's all mixed together. You just gotta fucking guess. You know what I mean? The bathrooms, as far as that, I don't know. I think the one here I haven't seen, like mixed gender bathroom or whatever. But saw the book. I'm like, come on, man. So like, you see it on TV, you see it all the social media, like on Twitter and stuff like you said. So I saw it. So I was just like, damn. Sure enough, here go this book. So let me show you this real quick. Children. Let's see. I'm gonna share this with y'all real quick. All right. Boom. Oh, there we go. So, me and my son are in Target right now because they carry a particular toy that he likes. And on our travels throughout the store, we come across this. "'Twas the Night Before Pride." So let me get this right. You banned certain Dr. Seuss books, but that's okay. This is the kids section, by the way. Anyways, Cannon Hotep. Day after our children. Sounds like a little PSA I did on yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So people, well, Target didn't ban Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss had a thing. No. A handful of people got pissed off about certain Dr. Seuss books, and the people who run the PR for Dr. Seuss decided to get rid of the books. That's what happened. Dr. Seuss people didn't decide and take it upon themselves, let's get rid of these books that nobody had a fucking problem with from Jump Street. Somebody gonna say it was outdated. Every Dr. Seuss book is outdated. They don't make new Dr. Seuss books, as far as I know.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. So I was like,
He
two.
dead?
Right. Yeah, he did. Right. So I'm just sitting there like, okay. Then here, matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's look at some of these. Did you buy the toy anyway? That's the real question. Of course I bought the goddamn toy. I'm gonna disappoint my son. You know what I mean? Yeah, somebody said we have to protect our children. We see virtue signaling from the right now. Pretty obvious this dude don't care, but loves the messaging. It gains him fame and or fortune. Not Hotep, chill out. You see this nonsense? These are the people that are capping for this bullshit, right? Target didn't ban Dr. Seuss book. We just went over that. Nobody did. The organization that owns them and protects his legacy decided they're dated and chose not to print any more of those few titles, which is a fucking lie. Because I did a video on it. I tried to find a video, but it's been fucking memory hold on Twitter. All right. So it just goes on. People sitting here capping for this bullshit. Let's get one thing straight. First off, I could give a shit about what y'all think. That's one thing. Right? Two, I have no problem with anybody I don't have a problem with gay people. I don't have a problem with trans. I don't care what you do with your life. Like I say all the time, you want to change your name to Tina and wear little tankies, you go for it. You leave the kids out of it though. What if I had towards the night before Freaknik and I put that shit in the fucking children's section?
Towards the night before Freaknik.
Right, casting couch only or some shit like that. Let me put casting before the night before casting couch or some shit like that. Let me do that. Let's see how much backlash we have. Let's have stripper story hour. How about that? Porn star story hour. You see where I'm going with this? They be yelling, keep the kids out of this. Why are you doing this to the kids? That's perverted, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck you think this is? Kids learn shit. Kids, you see a kid that say, Daddy, there's an N-word in the backyard. It's because he learned that shit from his parents, right? Kids, they're sponges. They learn what the parents teach them. That's the nurture part. That's the nurture part. So when you have books like this facilitating this type of thinking, that's the nurture part of it. If you guys say that these kids are so quote unquote, you're born this way, I'm just a female in a male's body or vice versa, that means that's supposed to be a nature thing, right? Am I wrong? So why are you trying so hard to groom these kids into thinking the way you think if there's supposed to be some shit that they know automatically because it's in them? They tell me that it's not in them. And you're trying to recruit them. Now, I don't blame Target for selling that book. They got to get their money, right? They playing the VIG. Something tell me that a lot of these companies got to cater to this shit or they going to go the way of the dodo. You feel me? I don't blame Target for selling that book. Target going to do what they got to do to meet their bottom line. Thing about it is that the book's made. And you got people, I know gay people who don't agree with none of this shit. My aunt don't even go to Pride no more because she said that shit ain't what it used to be. I don't know what the fuck it used to be, but she said it ain't what it used to be. And she don't go no more. She said the shit got weird. You got people in the community that don't agree with these books. They go, no, that's too far. You gotta let the kids make the decision for themselves as they get older. That's what they say. That's what the more level-headed, rational ones say. Like, that book shouldn't be in the store. I'm sorry. When you go to fucking Royal Farms or the goddamn gas station, where the titty books at? They're in the back where the kids can't reach them. Wrapped in plastic. Remember we used to go to the video store to go rent a video? Where was the pornos at? In the back in another room.
Behind the velvet curtain.
Behind the velvet curtain. Kids wasn't allowed in there to get none of that shit. And they think we tripping and we going too far. What about the books that's in the schools that these kids are finding in their library? during Scholastic Book Week, and they going into the little Scholastic Book Fair, and they finding these fucking books with fucking step-by-step tutorials on how to blow another kid. But we going too far with this shit. We tripping. We triggered. No, this shit is fucking crazy. I just laughed. I'm like, yo, they after the kids. There's no reason for that book to be an eye level of my son. Period. Even if you're going to sell that book need to be in the parents' adult section. In the parents' book section, not the fucking kids' book section, in the parents' book section. If the parent decide to buy the book and read it to the kid, that's the parent. Not the kid walking past and it's fucking right there eye level like fucking a Captain Crunch. This shit drive me crazy, yo. It's like, come on. Come on. It's common sense. Shit is tripping. Just because I don't agree with this shit don't mean I hate gay people. That's not the truth. I got gay people in my family. I love them to death. I will go to war for them. But I don't agree with it. They know I don't agree with it, and they know I love them anyway. Two things can be true at the same time. But at the same time, that book shouldn't be... A kid shouldn't be able to walk past and fucking Target and see the book. Period. Period. And if y'all still got something to say, y'all can eat a dick. And that's my rant on that. I apologize, guys. The views of Ken and Hotep do not represent the views of Jay Powell and Robert Banks or Hotep Nation.
But Target does have a target on the family, doesn't it? Target is targeting
my
the
son,
families.
He was like, Dad, I want to see some of the graphic T-shirts. So we went. Can't tell. Like the boys' T-shirts and the girls' T-shirts, all the fucking same. You can't tell what's what. It's crazy. They really trying to convince people that this shit
too, man.
Say it again.
It happened so fast, man.
Yeah.
At first it was just, hey, accept everybody, love everybody, cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then after COVID, it's like, hey, it's Pride Month, you gotta be part of this. You gotta take part in it. It's like, for why? It's not my thing.
Pardon it.
Right.
I got no problem if you're doing it. Man, that's you. I got no problem. Strong Dad June, man.
Right. You'll see the T-shirt.
But I got no problem with anyone celebrating Pride or anything. But
right.
That's for you to do. That's
exactly.
Your choice, my choice.
Meanwhile, we get one fucking day in June. One day. And it ain't even really our day. It's the wives' day. That's the wives' day. They get another day in June. They call it fucking Father's Day, but the wives fucking hijack that shit. You know what? We Strong Dad June. You'll see the T-shirt. Strong Dad June. That's where we at. That's where we at. It's bad enough they give us 28 days for fucking Black History Month, and they get them a whole goddamn month. A full month. God damn it. Strong Dad June out here. Salute to all the dads out here. Jimmy Dawes supposed to be here with us, but you know what he doing? The fuck what he's supposed to do. He out there playing T-ball with his kid. That's what he's supposed to do. I just got in from football practice with my son.
That's what's up.
That's what we do. Rob on the road, make sure them kids eating. God damn it.
Yeah.
That's what real dads do. Like what I say, Jay, we ain't leave out. We ain't go get no goddamn big gulp and ain't come back. We ain't go for no milk and ain't come back.
Right.
We might have took a deep breath when we walked back through the door, but we came back, goddamn it. Come on, guys. Everybody's went through it. Everybody was sitting in the car and he's like, took that deep breath. He's like, all right, I'm ready to go deal with this shit. Let's go.
There's gonna be some mess inside the house.
Oh, you already know.
Ready.
Why the room ain't clean? You ain't do the dishes? Huh? I told you to do the dishes. No, you can't go. You can't go. I don't care if all your friends going. You didn't do what you're supposed to do. You got to get in the daddy mode. You got to get yourself together in the car. Fucking have yourself a fucking talk. You know what I mean? Anyway, what else we got here before we get into this? Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Let me find it. Did y'all see the new Apple fucking whatever that's the Apple VR visor thing, the augmented reality joint?
No, I'm not see it.
Hold on, let me see. Where's it at? That shit was fucking. I ain't gonna lie, that shit look dope as a bitch. Oh, that's right, I gotta do this. Oh, here you go, right here. Let's pass it. All right, guys, let's check this shit out. Fair use, fair use.
Yo, pause.
Huh? What'd you say?
I was just saying you might have to keep pausing it with that copyrighted sound
yeah.
coming in it.
I'm sure I'm demonetized anyway for this. All right, now. Hold on, why ain't you in here, Jay?
Oh, that disappeared?
There you go, I got you. Boom. All right, let's go back.
You're nothing but a dreamer.
So right off the back, right, it's augmented reality, right? This some Tony Stark shit, right? So you can move
Minority Report.
Minority Report, all of that shit. You can move around
his
the
hands
house.
everywhere.
You can move around the house. You can see everything in the house, and you can still see your screen, your heads-up display. So check this out.
Can you put your hands in your head? Oh no, I said dreamer. You say you are a dreamer. Well, can you put your hands in your head? Oh no, I said fudge.
Now off the rip, right?
That's why.
Now off
That's
the
great.
Yeah, right. Now off the rip, I have two Oculuses. One I bought my daughter when it first came out, and then my father, in his benevolent wisdom, was like, "Oh, let me get everybody one." So my father bought like 15 of them bitches, and it was just handing them out, right? And he even bought my daughter a second one. She's like, "Pop, I already got one." Anyway, the Oculus is cool as fuck. It's cool. I like it. Do I use it? I don't even really use it like that. Like I think I use it for target practice or going to the range when I can't get to the range. It actually got a dope ass VR range in there where I gotta actually manipulate the virtual gun like I would any of my other guns and aim and shoot and all that other shit. It's actually pretty dope. However, watching like Netflix and Prime and that shit, it's fantastic. It's great. I love it. Especially when the wife taking over the TV and she want to watch her lovey-dovey shit. I could just throw my visor on, put my headphones on, and then watch my stuff. But this has the augmented reality where you can put the glasses on and just move about and still have your shit on. And on top of that, it already looks substantially smaller than the Oculus. All right, looks like it's lighter. I just want to know what type of speakers and shit it have in it.
I miss you so much.
Like, that shit is kind of dope right there. Now we put the Oculus on, that's what happens really, because like when you watch Netflix in the Oculus, it's almost like you're in this the villa in Vermont or some shit like that. It's pretty cool. But this shit, like I said, it looks substantially small, looks lighter. It works. I mean, even though I think the Oculus can work with Bluetooth headphones, clearly it's going to work with your AirPods if you got it. I don't know if it has to be connected to your phone. I'm gonna assume that this isn't a standalone system and it's probably going to need the phone. I'm assuming. I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking. Hey, this shit dope.
Toast.
That shit dope, bro.
That
shit's slick.
We got 10 years from Ready Player One.
I said that, bro. I said that shit. I said Ready Player One coming in real time.
Is that right?
Because eventually that's what's going to happen.
CBDC.
Yep. I'm telling you, that's what eventually that's going to happen. Nobody's going to go to work anymore. Everybody's going to have to go to work. You're going to put them visors on your face and you're going to go to work in that visor.
Dang.
Cryptocurrency or some kind of digital currency is going to be the way you pay for shit, like in Ready Player One. Like the digital dollar was worth more than the actual physical dollar. Kids went to school in the visor, all that shit. Everybody lived their entire lives in the visor. Matter of fact, remember that movie? What's that movie? You ever seen the movie Surrogates with Bruce Willis?
I didn't get to finish it.
It's something similar to that where they got the visors on and then they got the little surrogate androids walking around for them.
All right.
Think of that meets WALL-E meets Ready Player One.
Got a big Elon Musk ship going to Mars.
Bro, exactly. Like imagine you I'm going to work, babe, and you get in your chair, you put your fucking visor on, and you you in the living room. You just got your visor on. The kids right next to you at school. That's what it's coming down to. We're gonna live in those things. Digital currency is gonna be what it is. That's the dystopian world we looking toward right there. It's gonna be very rare that people be outside doing shit. You have a bunch of people just morbidly just obese, just or malnourished, just sitting in there doing nothing.
Yeah, like in WALL-E.
Yeah.
By and large.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's what's coming down the pipe. But that shit cool as fuck though. I'm not paying $3,000 for it because that's what it costs. They want $3,500 for that.
They want $3,500 for that.
They want $3,500 for that. Meanwhile, the Oculus
So
is $500 for the. I think they got Oculus 2 out, but $500.
The movie theater mode would be what I would look for.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, it was dope. Matter of fact, I think I did a stream. I don't know if was it on YouTube. It might have been on Rumble. I did a stream where I streamed from the Oculus, and I was actually playing games inside the Oculus.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun thing, but it can be dangerous.
Man.
You know what I mean? As far as, health. But I think that's how people are going to start working to the point where I've been thinking about like getting real estate.
Okay.
Like digital real estate.
Selling places to stay in digital land.
Yeah. I don't think you can run out of digital real estate. You can just create the acreage as you need it. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, let's see what y'all saying over here in the chat. You ever mess with the Oculus? You do got one?
Got one, man. I got it for my wife last year, and my little one used it more than anybody else.
I'm gonna tell you,
he was heavy on it for like 2 months, man, and now he's like hit and miss with it. When he gets bored. Which ain't a bad thing,
Right. So check it though. My her Oculus been sitting in the same spot in the living room under this table for the past 2 years. I think she played with it all of like a week. And that's where it's at. It's just been sitting there. Period. I think when I got mine, then she started trying to use hers some more. Nah. No. But now she's talking about she want this. I'm like, shit, you better go talk to your grandfather. I'm not about to buy no $4,000 Apple visor. So you better hope your granddaddy do that, because I ain't doing it. Let me see if I can't find that video real quick. Let's see. Probably when I first started doing that. YouTube. But yeah, that's what we going at, yo. Mind you, Ready Player One is probably one of my favorite novels that I ever read.
Oh, you read the book?
Yeah, I read the book.
Oh, okay.
I like the movie though. I do like the movie a lot. I've read Ready Player One and Ready Player Two. Yeah, Ready Player Two came out like 2 years ago, I think. Pretty interesting. But yeah, like I think it's some cool shit. I just think that it's a dangerous slope with it. Like I said, I think everybody's gonna be working there. And I think people are gonna get so addicted to the shit that they'll never come up for air. Rudy the Vet Russo with the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate you. He says resist that BS at all costs, Cannon. And the new strip club rules young men ages 5 and up.
Ages 5 and up.
That's what they try to make it, bro.
Goodness.
You know they try to do shit like that when they try to change pedophile definition to minor attracted persons or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Where they trying to skew the definitions. Shit is nuts, bro. These people be tripping. Let me see. Here we go, right here. See if I can. Let me see. Yeah, here, check it out, right? So this is the little VR that I be in. So I was just doing this one day as I was calling it the Oculus Grift.
Yeah. Oculus Grift.
Yeah, I was calling it the Oculus Grift. So this is in the I guess it's calling it the Meta now.
Meta?
Yeah. So like I was just, let me see. So
2, 1, engage.
Damn.
yeah.
Shot the damn civilian.
So like it's fun. It's good. It's good target. So I gotta manipulate just like I would my gun. And I can build my gun out the way that is like I actually have it. So like, I got a Glock with the optic. I got a
I did
Glock
horrible on that.
with the stick on it and
That's
everything.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let me see. It's fun. One day I was in this shit for like 4 hours and didn't realize it. That's why I said this shit dangerous, bro. I was in that bitch for 4 hours just banging away like I was at a real range. So like, that's me trying to like, cause you gotta get everything right, trying to reach for your magazines. You gotta load. You gotta do all that stuff. Yeah, yo, 4 hours, yo. This one, I think, the only reason this one was the way it was, cause I went for 4 hours. I mean, I went for an hour in here, but that's because I was streaming. Let me see.
The Joe Rogan. After they gave me the copyright strike.
Let me see. So like this one, fishing. This is actually pretty fucking relaxing right here. This fishing one.
That's what we get. I can get some little ass fish, right?
So like the fish, I just sitting here and I just act like I'm throwing the rod or the line out. It was relaxing, just sitting there chilling.
We're trying to get us some
Right.
fish, right?
You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying.
Like I
Like,
said, they got
like so you
Yeah,
got
caught up
movies
in
and
it.
shit. Yeah,
where's that? You
right.
have,
It's
like,
pretty
I seen
cool.
one of them VR shooting the ones look like real life, man. So advertised on TV the other week.
Oh,
you
word.
can go ahead and buy games and shit like that.
Oh yeah, me and Jay covered that.
Yeah, we did.
We
It
covered
looked
it.
like it was
Real.
the
Real quick.
Yeah, it was called Real Engine or something like that, Jay. Unreal Engine or something like that.
must be a new update to the Unreal Engine, because that's what used to run Halo and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, but it must have been a major update because I remember oh shoot. I remember
It was like Deadshot.
let me go pause this. But yeah, I remember that it was cause we was like that shit could easily be, it looked like, you know, they could create a whole false flag behind that shit, cause it looked like they was like behind enemy lines and it looked like he had a real gun in his hand, like he was shooting really taking people out.
No, you're right about that. Like if they said, look what this white police officer did to this black man,
Right.
but then the story never even happened.
Right.
Ooh. But the media was told, hey, run with this story. Don't question it.
And then they use this person doesn't exist to generate the victims and give them
Right.
backstories. You know what I mean?
Right.
What's it called? Let me
Shot him in cold blood,
see.
or he choked him out.
I forgot what the name of the game. Here it go. This is it right here.
There's just no better feeling than performing.
You're not a human, you're a star.
He's brainwashed her.
Change over to the. Look at this shit.
What's that?
This right here, right, Rob?
That's the one.
Oh, I thought you got the horror one. You had the horror one too. We saw the horror one, right?
Yeah, fuck that, Jay. That shit was crazy.
With the witch girl jumping off the top of the roof.
Right. So y'all,
House.
for those of y'all who haven't seen this is a video game. This isn't even real. That's not real at all.
Shots fired!
It's not even real. This is a legit computer game. So imagine having something this real and the government getting a hold of it and saying that this event happened at this place using
Body cam footage.
body cam footage. This is what happened. The shooter went to this school and he had his body cam on and recorded the whole thing, and then they use this person does not exist to generate the victims.
Right.
Hey, look at this shit. I'm sure Santos, they done it before, but this shit is getting crazy. Like the manipulation, the sound of the gun and everything. That's crazy. The truck looks real. That shit is nuts. I don't know if this is what this is, Montoya. She said, is this from NFT video editing? I don't know. This is a legit video game, though. It's a computer game. The guy proved it. He proved that it was just a computer game.
Well, yeah, because he started shooting characters. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like it was, they said this was fake. This is real.
Right. Where's that one? Where's the, what is this?
Where the fuck is Oscar? Dang.
They do Unreal. I'm on cat. I didn't spell that right, did I? Here we go. Which one was it, Jay? I can't remember. Was it this one?
I don't remember.
No, it was the one where he was in the house. Like he was out. He went to go get his dog or something, right?
Yeah, he was outside and in the dark, and then there was the girl, the witch girl jumped on top of the haunted house and then jumped off at him or something. It wasn't these ones that you're looking at.
It's not this one right here, right? That don't even look real.
It's gonna be wild.
Oh man, I can't remember what it was called. I wish I remember what it's called. That shit was crazy. That shit, I ain't gonna lie, I jumped a little bit.
Man, I can't play Resident Evil no more. I can't deal with this.
Bro, my son was like, Dad, can we get Resident Evil on the Oculus? I said, nope.
They remade part 4, I think.
Oh, I wish I could find it.
Isn't it that it?
Where
7 Unreal games coming soon. That's it right there. It's got a clip of it. That one right there is it, I think.
This one here?
I think.
Hello?
No, that still kind of
Hello?
That still kind of looks a little phony.
As gamers, we all know that graphics are not everything.
That's not it. I can't find it. That shit crazy though. I forgot the name of the company. Unrecorded. Yeah, that's the name of the one game, was Unrecorded. I forgot the name of the other game. Anyway, that shit's getting nuts, y'all. Anyway, all right, guys, let's get to it. Let's get to what we came in for. We got the Ask Me Anything. How many people we got in here? We got 15 people here. We got on Rumble. Rumble didn't put what's the name out there. Let me see. So far, we got 5 people. Am I started? Yeah, I'm good. We got 5 people over on Rumble. Make sure y'all share out the stream. Let people know we live. All right, so let's go. It's Ask Me Anything. Ask me, ask Jay, ask Rob, what y'all want to know when it comes to guns, whatever. Self-defense, let me know. Oh man, speaking of self-defense, that Travis Rudolph's trial is crazy.
You enjoying it?
Huh? Fuego said he didn't get a notice from Rumble. I know Rumble been slipping. They gotta get it together. Yeah. What y'all think about
Rob?
what y'all think about that shit so far, yo?
Man, I watched your stream on Saturday or Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and it just seemed like the police didn't do their due diligence, man.
It's starting to seem like it more and more. They found out the girl was married. She was married. I'm like, she causing all this problems and she got a husband. Bro, it's crazy. So he took the stand today, which I didn't think it was a good idea, but the prosecution is so horrible that I think they actually helped him. It was crazy. So before we get back into that story, we'll see what we got here. Santos says 9mm Chris Vector or the 45. I'm gonna let you go first, Rob.
If it was me, I'm gonna say 9 because I got all kinds of 9mm, but I would say 45 if you got the money for the ammo.
I'd say the same. I had the first gen Chris Vector. It jammed so much, bro. And then when it jammed, you gotta damn near take the whole gun apart to clear it. Because what happened is, you know how like a failure to feed or a stovepipe? When you go to clear it, sometimes the casing drop him into the body of the gun. And you gotta fucking take the whole thing apart just to get the casing out. I'm like, you a dead man after that.
Oh, shit.
I was like, fuck that. So I traded it in. It was a cool gun. It was fun sometimes, but it jammed too much for me. You had to run it like really, really wet. Pause. You know what I mean? For it to operate right. Now people said that the Gen 2s, they said the Gen 2s run like a dream. But I paid $1,200 for that damn. Oh no, I didn't. I paid $900 for that Chris Vector. I sold it for like $1,200. But yeah, I paid like $900 for that Vector. For that shit not to run right, I'm good. I got rid of it. It's a cool looking gun. I think it got a lot of fame because of Call of Duty. So I don't know. Let me see. Also, it says best shotgun for home defense. What you going with?
Man, I tell you, I got a little cheap Savage shotgun, man, and it got me through instructor school a couple years back. But I think that's more how you can handle it and the ammo you got. They got that flight control buckshot now, man. It holds a nice group and has a distance. So
yeah, I got my homeboy hooked me up with a whole case of that. So I got some of that upstairs. I got some of that in my pump action. I got a Winchester shotgun. Let me see.
But if I had to choose one, like if I had infinite money, I'd get one of them KSG with a 24, KSG 24, 25.
Yeah, I passed on one for $600. I passed on it. You know what? I passed on it for the Vector. I should have got the KSG. But so, like this is my pump action, right here. My Winchester SXP. So I got that flight control in here. It's a pump action. It hold like 5 in the tubes, 1 in the chamber. Something like that. So I got that. But the one I'm grabbing for is my Mossberg 930. Semi-automatic Mossberg 930. 7 in the tubes, 1 in the chamber, semi-automatic. It's smooth. I love it. It kind of reminds me of a Benelli. And I'm trying to figure out if the Benelli parts fit this. If the Benelli parts fit this, I can't wait because I'm going to fit this thing out. But it's a great shotgun. I figure it's good. I'm using this for like close quarters in the house. So I don't have a red dot on here, but I've been toying with the notion of putting a red dot on it. But I figured.
You said 7+1?
Yeah, 7+1.
They get you 8 slugs up in there, man. They leave it. They dead.
Yeah. I ain't got a double tap with this.
Shit, no.
It's a great shotgun. So I'm going with the 930. If you can't afford, like I got that on a deal. I went to a gun show. I got that gun. That shotgun is a $900 shotgun. I got it for $430. So I'm going with that. But if you can't, like you said, the Savage shotgun. I had the Savage 320. I loved it. I gave it to my mom. And then she wanted something else, so we traded it in and got her something else. I had the Savage. I love the Savage. If you can afford the Remington 870, that's a great shotgun. Honestly, the Maverick 88 is just as good. It's just that Remington got the name, and they got some cool aftermarket items. Especially with their mag pull makes a stock on it that makes the length of pull a little shorter for you without compromising on the length and getting you in trouble and shit like that. But they also have for the Maverick 88 too. So that's what I would do. So let me see.
Plus, man, shotgun's a lot of fun too. You can go shoot clay pigeons.
Oh, that's fun.
I want to get the family doing that, man. My wife talks about she wants to do that, so we got to arrange about an hour away. It's like a whole little trail you go through. She play pigeons, so we're gonna do that probably
That
around
sound
Father's
like
Day.
fun. That sound like fun. We got like a trap shooting spot here, but it ain't like the trail stuff. That sound like fun. Actually, I'm lying, but it's an hour away though. Like it was, I got to go across the Bay Bridge to the Eastern Shore to do it. But they got a whole trap. They got a whole trap shooting. They got like the rabbit clays and all that other bullshit. So I may do that one day. Maybe when the weather breaks. Well, the weather is broken, but when it gets a little warmer, go across the bridge. But yeah, that's fun. You want to see how shitty of a shot you are? Go trap shooting. Let's see how you do. I thought I was pretty fucking good. So I went 5 for 25.
Oh.
It was bad.
I got the ghost ring on mine, man. That bead, I can't use that bead. I can't get it.
What you got on it?
I got the ghost ring sights.
Oh yeah.
That little bead at the end is tough to use, man.
Yeah, the bead. You're right. It is, yo. It is. Everybody's like, just use the bead.
A lot of practice.
I can't. Don't close both. I gotta close an eye, and like I was doing well with the eye closed, but you gotta lead the shit. Oh, it was crazy. It's fun though. But you want to see how shitty of a shot you are? Go trap shooting. Fuego with the $5 Rumble Rant. I appreciate you. He says thoughts on Eastern Bloc rifles, AK, SKS, best country of manufacturer. Been looking at the SKS. What you thinking?
Man, AK, either one, man. I'd rather go AK.
Yeah.
I always wanted to get one. I never did. I passed on a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the AK, the tolerances are kind of loose, so you can run it when there's that dirt in it, mud. It just keeps running, man. It's a good weapon, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Was it Mikhail Kushnikov built that? Designed it?
Kalashnikov. Yeah.
Or back in the day.
Yeah.
No, I think 47 when the military adopted it over in Russia. It was 1947.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it keeps running, man, and it's one of those guns outside the country. You can find parts anywhere for it, as long as they don't ban it from importing them.
Montoya says, "Thank you for the reminder about the brace. My son was on par. Oh, your son had a brace on his on the AR. Yeah, I took all them shits. I don't need the problem. Let me see. Red says, so I went to the range yesterday to shoot my 22-16 revolver. Fun, but dude next to us said he had a Turkish what do you call it? A Turkish Glock? Called it a Canon brand. Anything about them? It's not a Glock. What is that? What's the Turkish?
Canon.
Oh, Canic. He said Canon. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm dumb because I got a Canic sitting on the fucking wall right here. So, yeah. So, Rez. So this is the Canic, right? This is my SFX Elite. And what I will say about the Canics, boy, them triggers is amazing. Look at this reset. Look at the reset on this. That's the reset. That's the trigger pull. For the price, I think Canic's better than Glock. As far as the trigger is concerned, the gun's reliable. It puts a lot of them put you in mind of the Walthers, but it's fancy. So this is one of two Canics I have. So I have this one, and I have the Combat Elite. But Canics are fantastic, and they're probably like $100 to $125 cheaper than Glocks.
Yeah.
You got any experience with the Canics?
I got none, man. I looked at them a couple times, but I never pulled the trigger on it. I'm stuck on Glock, man. I can't let it go.
No, I feel you. I love my Glock. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
All right.
Appreciate y'all for being in here. Let me check in with the chat, see what they got to say. Oh, the chat thing disappeared on me. Rob, can you see the chat over there on your side? Oh, there it is. I got it back up. And a hypothetical, which one of you would be more likely to pull the duck chain while duck hunting? Shoot, I'm not trying to go out there and get jacked up. Let me see. Love a good duck, said Natasha. Salute. Sauce in the building. Well, Kaden left and put us off the screen, I think, Rob. I think he's got us on a short break thing. Rob, you gone too? Oh, it's just me. What's good, people? Anyone have a question for yours truly, Jay Pylon? Let me know what I can help you with. Kenan and Rob both took a bathroom break, so I'm here with the short break, the short break screen and no face.
Sorry, Jay.
You say what?
Sorry, man. I had to
Rob's back.
I'm back.
Okay, and Ken is back. I was just telling the chat that they left me in the they left me with the short break on by myself in the dark.
I had to go. So, but yeah, back to the Canic store real quick. So I was toying around with the notion of getting the Canic subcompact gun. I heard great things about it, and it was only like $400. So I may still get that, but the gun the EDC I've been running around with lately is my Hellcat. So while I was in Texas, I found a 15-round magazine for it. And the 15-round magazines come automatically with the pinky extension. So it essentially turned my Hellcat into a Hellcat Pro. So I bought 2 of them mags, and I've been running with the Hellcat Pro for my EDC. My Glock 43X been sitting in the safe. But since it's getting warmer, the Glock 43X is a lot lighter. And Shield Arms make the 15 rounders for that, and I got a couple. So summertime, I run my 43X. So, but when I'm in Vegas, I don't know if I'm gonna take that or the Hellcat with me. I'm not sure yet. I might take both, or I might get that Canic subcompact. There's so many of them out there, huh?
And then like 2 weeks later, I bought a 43. Then like 2 weeks later, the X came out. I was so pissed.
Yeah,
golly.
I almost made that mistake too. Come on, but then I got pissed because my homeboy got the 43X MOS, and I was like, oh, I want the MOS now. But I'm just holding on to the 43X right now. Maybe I'll get the MOS later. And trade my regular 43X in for it. Jeremy R in the building. He says Stag Arms AR-15 tactical, yay or nay? I like Stag Arms. I think they make a good AR. But they got, what is it? Is they saying it's their tactical version? Let's see.
Man, the secret about the ARs, man, is pretty much unless you get trash inner parts,
yeah,
you'll be okay.
That's facts.
You can always upgrade those anyway.
That's true.
And if you keep it clean, oiled up,
yeah,
you'll be all right.
So I'm looking at, let me see, hold on. See, that's the thing, right? So a lot of people don't understand with ARs and stuff like that. As long as you got a good barrel and a good bolt, for the most part, you're good to go. You're good to go. So I just want to see what it looks like. Oh,
there's only a few factors that make the upper and lower the receiver. So
exactly,
you're paying for a name. I know some people are big on the name stuff, and
yeah,
and there's some validity to it. But when it comes down to it, the specs are the specs.
That's right. Yeah. So I want to see. So this is TFB right here. So let me show you. Where's the? Let's just go to Stag Arms and see. Ooh, Stag Arms think they fucking Daniel the Fence out here. God,
with the prices? With the prices?
Yeah, with the prices. Good Lord.
Yeah.
They look good though. But I mean, you could do this yourself for cheaper. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I said, as long as you got a good barrel and you got a good bolt, you got a good AR-15. Like, there's nothing wrong with Palmetto State. And now Palmetto State Armory, they're making Gucci. They making Gucci ARs and stuff for dirt cheap. Let me see. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be doing this or not, but fuck it.
Jonas said, did I get my Soros money like Vivek? No, obviously not. Otherwise, I'd be in some sort of palace right now, my guy. No, I did not get I am not Zelensky. In a hypothetical, oh yeah, I read that one. What was my other question I had? What games do I play? I like all of them, like the Call of Duty and the Madden and the MLB and, lots of different ones. Myself, if you can see, that's a lot of games back there. That's HD DVDs, video games, and a lot of them are still in the wrapper because I just don't get time to play like I would like to, Gotta watch the babies. What's good with this sauce? I see you. And what did Emmanuel say? Emmanuel, do I shoot? No, I do not. I do not. I do not know. I don't know half the time what Kenan is talking about. I have to keep looking it up. So Kenan is like, I got the PM 5789 stuff like that. I just know my weaponry off of Call of Duty, and my dad. My dad tells me things, but sometimes from his point of view, it's older persons. So sometimes I don't catch what he's talking about either. Because he tells me a lot about different stuff. Because he's real big on it. He's an NRA guy, so he'll mess with that kind of stuff. Assassin's Creed, yeah, I've got the whole series, and I've got the old school ones, the new ones. I've got all the Assassin's Creeds. I am just pointing out Vivek's round table is a Soros.
Yeah. He from the Soros think tank. I mean, we went over that.
What's his face?
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Vivek Swami. I didn't say I was capping for Vivek at any time either.
No, of course not.
I didn't say that.
But check it, right? So for that same Stag Arms rifle, right? You can go to PSA and get one of their Saber, which is their Gucci AR from Palmetto, for half the price.
Yeah.
And it's probably got a better build quality coming from Palmetto. The reason why Palmetto's so cheap is because they do everything in house. They do even their bolts and shit like that. They do in house. Another place that does this stuff in house is here in Maryland. It's called Hanover Armory. They got ARs for a pretty good price, but they build all their shit in house. So, like I said,
save that money and then you use it for a good optic, man. That's the key.
See, huh? Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Save that money, get an optic, get some training with it.
Yep.
Extra mag.
Yep. Exactly. Matter of fact, depending on where you are, they fuck around and sell you this gun with like 30 magazines with it for like an extra $100. Like they be having those deals.
Holiday deal on Palmetto, man. You go with some mags too.
Yeah,
10
straight
mags
up.
for $100 something like that.
Yep. Like it's got good specs. It's got really good specs, especially for their sabers. Like I like this. I fuck around. I should have just bought this instead of right now. So right now I got my lower in the other room and I got my parts kit so I can do this 300 blackout build. The funny part is, like you said with the AK, right? I still want a Draco. I want the micro Draco. I probably, for the price it's about to cost me to build this 300 blackout, I probably could have just bought the micro Draco and kitted it out real nice. You know what I mean? Which I may still do probably this summer. I probably still buy the micro Draco, but I really just wanted a 300 blackout because that 300 blackout suppressed, Joe, with subsonic. Oh, it's fucking beautiful.
That's quiet.
You don't hear shit, damn near.
You hear that bolt going back as a bolt. That's all you hear.
That's all you hear is the bolt. That's it. But like I said, you can go with the Stag Arms. I like Stag Arms. Their prices went up, golly mighty. You know what I mean? But for half the price, you can go with a Palmetto build and be just as effective. You know what I mean? So, like for example, my 300 blackout, I was gonna go Gucci with it, and I was like, "Why are you gonna spend all this extra money?" So I'm doing a Palmetto build for my 300 blackout, and I'm gonna suppress it. The only thing I might have to change, maybe the gas block, maybe, but we'll see. Gas block ain't nothing, you know, but we'll see. Let me see. KJ said, when we going to the range, Dad.
My wife told me that too. She was laughing.
Jeremy R says I only have an SLR 104 FR 5.46. It's getting too expensive to shoot.
Kalashnikov.
5.45. Let me see. What we got there?
Jonah's funny.
Coy says, would you guys build your own home defense charge system? I remember listening to scientists who had one of those, one of his own. A home defense charge system? What's that?
Sure.
I'm not sure what that is. You know what that is? Yeah, I never heard of the home defense charge system. Like electric gates and shit? Like, what's that, yo? Expound on that, Coys. What's going on, Tyler Durden in the building? Let me see. I appreciate it, Natasha. This is a cool shirt.
I'm wondering how strong that is.
What?
Jonah's asking about that Kalashnikov vodka he's talking about.
Oh shit. I don't know.
It's distilled 6 times through birch charcoal.
Sounds like somebody about to be laid out.
Hey.
E63 man-pack personnel detector for experimental use in Vietnam.
Turret defense system?
Yeah, if I could do something like that, I'd definitely do it myself. Definitely. I had the money to do it.
What is it?
A turret defense system.
Oh shit, I wish.
Oh yeah. What's that? If I can afford it, was it the Vulcan on the ship?
Yeah.
That little thing. I'd get one if I could. Right,
Closest thing I'm gonna get to that shit is fucking fastening an AR to a Roomba.
That's right.
Oh,
funny.
man. Let me see.
Man.
Let me see. So
hey,
I said,
what's the latest on the pistol brace stuff, man? I ain't heard nothing the last couple of days.
I haven't heard anything either. All I know is they said that like less than 10% of the people try the SBR paperwork.
Yeah, 200,000 something.
Yeah, 255,000.
I know that there was a stay put on. What do they call it? With FPC.
Yeah. So
and then Gun Owners America, and then Texas got one too, where the whole state's covered.
Oh, word! Damn.
That was came out I think over the weekend.
Damn.
They got the state good doing that in Texas.
Jay said he don't shoot. Yeah. So I wish they been fucking figure it out, bro. Like, I literally put the pistol buffer tubes on because I didn't want no issues, like none.
Yeah. So what I did, man, I bought the a Strike Industries, the short pistol buffer tube.
Let me see.
Get my bag here. See, that's a shorty. It's probably about about 2 inches. So my overall length went from like 29 inches to down to like 26 3/8.
Damn, we get it from Strike Industries. You said you got it from Strike Industries?
Yeah, and the reason why I did that though is if you read the law, the rule, it's not even the law, the rule they put out. It says something like if you add anything to the back part of the gun, that's not such for the operation, even to your buffer, your brace off, they still consider it as making it so you can shoulder it. So I got the law having a folder on here which adds like 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
So I was just nervous, man, because they might say, hey, even though you took the pistol brace off, that extra little 1.5 inches makes it so you can shoulder it. So I pulled it off.
Yeah, I had to do that because I got the same thing. So see, but look how long my fucking buffer tube is. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to swap them out. I'm gonna have to swap them out. But I don't know how much was the strike. How much was the Strike Industries?
It was like $60, I think it was.
Oh,
I got it from Optics Planet.
I'm just gonna order them then.
Yeah.
Plus, I like that. I like the
You know,
short.
I keep mine in my bag when I travel around and stuff, so I gotta. It's actually fits my bag a little better now. Be able to fold it up. So thanks ATF for helping me out. See if you right my wrongs. But that's it. Hold right up.
That's dope, man. I need to get it. What size barrel you got?
10.5.
Okay. So I'm running with an 8.5. I know some people don't like it, but I'm like, if I got that, that's up close and personal. You know what I mean? So I'm not really worried about muzzle velocity at that point.
You know, everybody's talking about, oh, just register it. You know, just go ahead. And, I didn't want to do that. One, because I don't want them to know what I got.
Right.
Just because it's not their business.
Exactly.
And two, like I do a lot of traveling in the South, man. I go everywhere from Virginia to Arkansas, sometimes Texas one time too for hurricane duty. And you'd have to tell them months in advance, hey, I'm going here at my SBR. I'm going here. You got to get approval to do that. So I leave it to drop a hat sometimes. I got time for that.
Exactly. That's why I didn't. Yeah. That's why I didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? Let me see.
I mean, even if you just cross state, like I live in Vicksburg, which is like on the border on the Mississippi River between Louisiana and Mississippi. So I cross over to Louisiana a bunch of times, and I can come a felon by cross state lines with it in my car. You know, it is the SBR.
Right.
It's not even worth it.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to keep it a pistol. Tyler said, I do need to get a P.O. box, and I will send you a holographic site. Bruh. I'm gonna get one. Like, my family business has a P.O. box, but I need one on my own. I'm not gonna use that one. My father don't even use it. It's just, he just got it.
They get expensive now.
These suppressors, that's it. If you got a shorty, get you a suppressor. You're gonna definitely need it. You go def.
Say it again.
If you got a shorty AR, you have to get a suppressor for it.
Oh no, that's the whole reason. That's the whole reason I'm doing the 300. I'm gonna get me a suppressor for that joint. And I made
loud.
Yeah, that one I know is fucking loud. I had the nerve to have a fucking comp on that bitch at one point. That shit was dumb. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I said, what the fuck? And I ended up selling it. I was like, well, I got this comp on this shit. So one of my homeboys I said, you can have it. I think I just gave it to him. No, I traded him. I gave him the comp for he had a SIG optic that I wanted. So I traded him the comp for the optic. And he was happy as hell when he got that comp. Let's see, what else we got on here? Saw says, you ever play Assassin's Creed?
Yes. Yeah, I got the whole series.
I can never get into Assassin's Creed, Joe. I could never get into Assassin's Creed. I just
have to climb that pyramid too. That one's nice.
What is it?
You can climb the pyramid, go on top of it.
See, but it was so slow. I don't know. Maybe it was just me.
The Revolutionary War, that was pretty cool, huh?
No, I did want to get the one with Toussaint Louverture. The dude from that one. They had that Assassin's Creed. The one that was like, I wanted to get that one, but I didn't get it. I don't know why I didn't get it. Why didn't I get that game?
You know, I get all my games when they're on sale. I get them all, all of my games, I never pay full price for them. I'll wait until they do a buy two, get two free and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll wait till I got all of my games, and I have a whole huge collection of them. They were all like $1 a piece and stuff like that practically. Just waited. And you remember last time I showed you I had that new NBA 2023 or whatever. They had a sale on it for $1 at the store, brand new in the package for the Xbox One. I got that.
You got an Xbox One?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have the Xbox X or whatever that is, but I have the Xbox One, the PS4. I have all the systems except for the other two, the Xbox X and the PS5. I don't have those just yet because I'll wait till they come on sales for me.
So Adeptus says, is it normal to give your guns names? It's fun. Not all my guns got names, right? Not all of them do. But This one. This Black Betty right here. That's Black Betty. And then the shotgun I showed you in the 930, I call that Big D. Named after my grandfather and my grandmother. That's it. That's it. Let me see. You name your guns?
Nah, I don't. I did it one time, but I couldn't keep track of, keep names straight, so I said, screw it.
Hey Jay, so Coy says, what do the numbers say for July 3rd of this year? Something significant supposed to go down?
No, not that I know of. Nothing for that. No, it's like the 7th. There could be something sparking off, but I didn't see anything for the. You talking about July 3rd?
Yeah.
Nothing I knew of. Is the community talking about something for it? Maybe. Let me see. Oh, I don't know. I ain't see nothing for it.
Emmanuel says he
Oh, is that over there on Rumble?
No, he here. He over here.
Ronan.
Yeah.
What did the numbers say for July 3rd of this year?
Yeah.
Nothing that I knew of. No, but like the 7-7 kind of aligns to something, so there could be something popping up then. I remember a while back ago, and let me tell you guys what I was doing real quick on that topic just for a second. What I was doing with the numbers, though, where I saw that instances would happen, it would be linked to whenever one of the big name celebrities passed away. So you take like Sean Connery or whatever, and like 369 days from that person's death, or 569, something like that, it matches up to the numerics. I did a whole list of each one of those, and they would coincide with the next event every single time. So I would see like January. So what was it? January 6th of 2022. I knew something big was going to go down, and that's when they had that daycare shooting there in Thailand, where that crazy security guard went and shot up a school. And then I put it down in my calendar as this will be an event day. And then off the bat, then sometimes I don't know what those event days will be. I figured out that the what's his name? I figured out that Rishak Sadak guy or whatever, who's the Prime Minister of England. Remember, I figured out that he was going to become the person.
Sunak or something like that.
Yeah, I figured that out a year ahead of time, before they even did that. And that was when the woman came in, because she left at that 44, and they did everything out the 44. And it was kind of like how when I was explaining what the Super Bowl score will be. Remember, they kept saying over and over again, it's all about 38. And I said that 100,000 times. It's going to be 38, 38, 38, and that's what they did for the Super Bowl score too. So they do. I don't know whether it's organic or whether it's just, or whether people pre-plan some of this stuff, but something possible for the 7-7. But I didn't see anything for 7-3, and I'll have to go back and check and see. Appreciate the question.
So Emmanuel says he had a hot take that Derek Chauvin is going to file for an appeal right in time for election. Hey, that's a possibility. Ooh. That's a possibility.
You want the streets on fire out here?
So Protocol says major MAGA donor family killed in the DMV. So I'm looking for it now. So I see something from Daily Mail. What the fuck is this? Was 20. Let me see. Is this the one right here? Hold on. Is this it?
I heard about that Sonic Boom yesterday, but I didn't know what it was all about.
Yeah. Is that what that is, though?
That's what it says. It had a Sonic Boom. It was a fighter jet going over Virginia.
Okay, yeah. So it says, reveal GOP donor's daughter and granddaughter, two, who were killed along with their nanny in private jet crash that triggered F-16 fighter jets to scramble above Virginia and cause a sonic boom. That's crazy. I heard about that today. I was like, sonic boom. The victims of a private jet crash over the weekend that caused two F-16 fighter jets to scramble above Virginia, triggering a sonic boom, are the daughter and granddaughter of a Trump donor who died along with their nanny. Adina.
But why the crash?
Yeah, that's the question. Adina Azarian and her 2-year-old were killed along with the nanny when the family Cessna went down in the Shenandoah Valley yesterday. The plane triggered panic when it stopped responding to ground communication yesterday afternoon, prompting an alert to the White House and the Pentagon. That's crazy, bro. What caused it, though?
Okay, so basically they're saying when they lost connection, they think it crashed. And that's why they scrambled the jets to make sure it wasn't a threat. So.
And they should have scrambled the jets, but damn, I mean, because I didn't know about no sonic boom. I'm assuming the jets would have had to leave from Andrews. I'm assuming Andrews Air Force Base, maybe.
They got a lot of bases up there, man.
That's true. So, they could have been off the water too. I don't know, bro. That's interesting. I don't know what the.
Where's the Shenandoah Valley at? So that map there, Ken.
Shenandoah Valley is I've driven through it. It's in Virginia.
Okay, so it's kind of I see where it is.
Yeah, so it's like fudge. Not
it's near where all those alphabet boys are. That's what.
No, it's exactly where it is. They like because they got like some dumbs, them underground bases in the valley too, in Shenandoah Valley. When you're driving through it, you can see like they got antenna arrays and shit where like it's like how the fuck they get antenna arrays up there? You know what I mean? Like the Shenandoah Valley is when you driving through there, it scream like bunker. Some more shit. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I don't know. Oh man. Adeptus just said what else he says. My theory is they're blowing underground bases. Cause the Shenandoah Valley, that's all that's up and through there. But we knew that from Bill Cooper. He the one that told us that shit was there in the first place. Let me see. What else we got in here? Coy says the underground bases are the culprit for many of the sonic booms. Gilly dropped the sonic boom. I'm sorry, Gil, I'm dumb. Gal dropped the sonic boom. Yeah, he did. Sonic!
Did you get the new Street Fighter that everyone was going crazy for?
Nah. Did you get it, Emmanuel? I know Emmanuel said he was supposed to play it the other night. I think he might have got it. I didn't get it.
I'm waiting until they have a sale on it. But
yeah, so I don't know. That's crazy though. I read it this morning, but I didn't know that it was like some Trump supporters and stuff like that. So look at this shit. 3:22 p.m. The Cessna's Citation crashes into mountains in St. Mary's Wilderness in Montebello, Virginia.
At 3:22, you say, huh?
Yeah.
There's your numerics right there.
Oh man, at 1:13, Cessna Citation takes off from Elizabethton Municipal Airport in Elizabethtown, Tennessee, bound for Long Island, New York. 2:45 p.m. The Cessna, presumed to be flying on autopilot, approaches MacArthur Airport. I can't pronounce that. Ronkonkoma, but turns back on itself and heads towards Washington, D.C. That's interesting. I wonder why I did that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why did it turn around? Who the fuck they pick up in Tennessee? Anyway, 2 F-16 fighter jets were scrambled from Joint Air Force. Yeah, Andrews. That's what I thought. So they came from Andrews, from Joint Air Force Base and Joint Base Andrews. As the jet approaches D.C., their ascent triggers a sonic boom heard over parts of Maryland and Virginia. That's fucking nuts. So this the girl right here? Oh, she's pretty. Azarian's death comes nearly 3 decades after the passing of her sister, Victoria, who died at 19. A nanny employed by the family also died.
Excuse me.
Oh man, poor kid.
The baby died?
Barbara, yeah. Oh, that's sad, man. Augusta County. Oh, that's the video where they said the dog heard the fucking crash. That's sad. What happened though? Why did they turn around?
Ronan was explaining what he think it was. He think like basically it was a take them out type of moment.
Think so?
They got them out like the Kennedys.
What'd you say, Rod?
It was almost to where they had to land.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why did it turn around like that?
And I mean, depending on what kind of plane it was, they might not have enough fuel in the tank to make that, trip all the way back. So who knows?
Emmanuel said Street Fighter is so good. Holden says 322. Huh? Oh man. Jonas says 113 or 311. Red says it was 6 Fs, but 6 F-16s from 3 different bases. Like they said, they all came from Andrews. That's different. That's crazy. 2 made visual, then no comms, return, and then they just crashed the Cessna. Bro, I want to know what the fuck happened. That black box got to tell everything, right?
They might go with that Nashville shooter manifesto. Never gets released.
Oh, bro? That shit's crazy. That's sad. That's really sad. Jeez. Little baby on there. What would be the reason for them taking them out though?
So they don't fund GOP this 2024, maybe? Part of that could be part of it, maybe. I'm just guessing.
It just the whole almost to your destination, then you turn around and head back to Maryland? Or wherever they were headed to? Ronan says they turned around because the private jet was hacked. They cut off the communications and reroute of the plane towards DC. They're sending a message. So you saying somebody like, even though it had a physical pilot, somebody could still hack that shit and send them in the wrong direction? The pilots would have noticed it, right?
You would think.
So did they get shot down?
I mean, here's the thing. Here's my question is, if they came from Andrews Air Force Base thinking they're going to the threat going towards DC, they're already at full speed trying to get there. And the silent boom happens when you speed up and break that sound barrier. So
bro,
if they was already going fast, why would it only happen in Virginia? You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. Andrews Air Force Base is like 10 minutes from DC. He right there. So Andrews Air Force Base is like on 95. It's on Maryland 95, like exit 10 or 9, like right by National Harbor. I know that because I used to work right by that area. I worked for like a mattress discounters delivering mattresses and shit. But Andrews Air Force Base was right there, like right there. DC and the White House is like by plane is like a minute.
Man,
how they
that's
fucking
wild.
how the fuck they break the fucking sound barrier being that close? That's interesting.
I see what you're saying. So they wouldn't have to go full speed if they was already there.
Yeah, they right there. DC's right there. Where
they was ahead of where the plane would have been.
That's really fucking interesting. Holden says 6 jets from 3 different bases, 666. It's a possibility. Loco says F-16 doesn't have to shoot or touch a Cessna to take it down. Just a flyby can do the job.
Is that right?
Huh. BA says lost cabin pressure. Everyone was conked out. Autopilot brought it back to departure point since landing was not carried out. Huh. Okay. That's okay.
That could be.
Yeah, that could very well be. So they lost cabin pressure. Everybody passed out from the cabin pressure. Autopilot, but the autopilot would go back to the last departure.
But it still can't land. Though. What difference will it make?
Right. That's
Everyone
interesting.
passed out.
Yeah, I don't know shit about being a pilot, but I don't know. I guess it makes sense, but then it's like, but why go back to your last departure? I don't know. Huh.
It's crazy though, man, that in 2023 you can't trust anything you see
You
as
can't.
being a real story.
Thanks, Emmanuel. Yeah, Emmanuel lived this way. Yeah, Andrews is literally 4 exits from DC. That's driving. This shit's crazy. I want to know what the fuck that shit gonna get. They ain't gonna talk about the story. I want to know what the fuck happened. I want to hear the black box. I want to know what's going on. Why did that plane crash? Why did that plane turn around? Was it the autopilot or was it something else?
Wow.
Or it was remote control, very similar to the Cuban Missile Crisis, where the CIA wanted to blow up an American airline over the. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting though, because you would think that the pilot would have said Mayday if somebody hacked and changed the shit around. You know what I mean? Or maybe they did. Who knows? We are never going to get the black box. That is a fact. That shit ain't happening, Alvin. We ain't never getting that black box, bro. Oh man, that's crazy. I want to know what the fuck went down. I want to know. Anyway, rest in peace, man. You know, to those people. That's just sad. That is just sad. Oh man. What am I looking for? Let's see. Nope. I wanted to know why the fuck OBGYN was trending. There must be some fucking ridiculousness.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw OBGYN was trending for a while. I just didn't click on it. Jonas says it has to be the continuity of government location to scramble like that.
Yeah. That's what I was also. Remember, we talked about that, right?
Yeah.
The COG, Project Pegasus, Operation 908. Those underground bunkers are a part of that too for the what's his name? The continuation president. Like they can send I think Pete Rouse is one of the people. There's the continuation of government president. It's just like that designated survivor. And I wish I kept that list because they accidentally leaked the list a long while back ago on who's who in Washington on the website, and it said here's all the COG presidents. I was like, dang, this is some good information. But I don't think they were supposed to put that out there.
Yo, look at this shit, yo. So Hotep Virgin Mary had posted something, and it was like somebody had said, have you ever taken a picture with a celebrity? Show us. So I posted, it was me and Megan Good. I was on the set of this movie with her and Carmen that they shot here in Baltimore.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I can't find a picture of me and Carmen. He was super cool. He the one that put me on with alkaline water before anybody heard about alkaline water. He was drinking something called real water. And I was like, what is this, velvet? Like I was like, this don't even taste like water. What is this? And that's all he drank.
What was Megan Good in?
It was the movie. It was called Learning Uncle Vincent.
What was she in though?
She was in,
Other than that,
My Cousin.
She was in the first Friday.
Yeah, she was in the first. She was in My Cousin Skeeter. Yeah, she was in the first Friday. She played one of the little kids, right? She just had a show that was on like Cinemax. She was in Deliver Us from Eva. She was in the Shazam movies. She played one of the guards.
yeah, I remember her from Skeeter.
She been in a bunch of shit. But yeah, so my homeboy, his cousin, directed a film called Learning Uncle Vincent. It was shot here in Baltimore. And I met them on the set. So she was super cool. But Black Mountain gonna say we gonna have to fight, bro.
That's nice. So was Common a Hotep?
Who, Common Sense?
Yeah, was he a Hotep or not really?
Nah, I don't think he Hotep. I don't know. He used to be. I want to say he used to be.
Before he got opted by the ops.
I don't know
and
what
he
is
sold
anymore.
out.
I don't know what he is anymore.
He talks a lot of nonsense. That's why I'm just like,
I felt like he used to be Hotep.
He used to be. It seemed like
Lupe. I thought used to be Hotep. You know what I mean?
All ops.
What?
Take him in that back room and hit him with that MK Ultra.
I want to know this. Hold on, let me see if I can't find it. I want to know what the fuck it was about. Why this shit was trending. Oh, I can. I mean,
They're still trying to figure out what a woman is. That's
right,
why.
I feel like OBGYNs might be going by the wayside anyway. Speaking of that, you hear about the dude? What's his name? Dylan Mulvaney. Now all of a sudden, he likes women. I guess he's identifying as a lesbian woman or something. He likes women.
For him, her, whatever they're supposed to be.
Called it.
He said, "What?"
I don't know who called it, but I don't know who was. I think it might have been Unc. Like this was just all the grift to get women. So I don't know, but this shit crazy. That dude grifted. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Holden says, yeah, Common sold out around transhumanism thing. Montoya said you need to go into security detail. I don't know. I thought about it at one point, but I don't think I'm that. I can defend myself. I don't want to be responsible for nobody else but me and my family. I need to have that. I need a few more classes before I do that shit.
You don't want to be like that guy on Ellen and be looking scared and then be never heard from again.
No, fuck that.
The dude on Ellen was shook. He came on there. He was like, huh? What?
That's because his ass was shaking. His ass was sitting there next to that goddamn that operative that nobody knew.
They were like, if you ever talk again, we're ripping out your fingernails, your toenails, your families.
He was like, I got shot in the back. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Where you come from? I was like, where the fuck he come from? Where this guy come from?
Oh, what's that dude's name? Padlock?
Pab.
Hey, go back up a couple. That's 120 right there.
Which one? This right here?
The ATF thing. Up more. Keep going. Right. Next one. Right there.
FBI Miami?
Yeah.
Do you have what it takes to be an FBI special agent?
Look at the picture, though. Look at the loadout. Like, what is that?
Hell no. Hey, the shirt barely fit.
You got a magazine and a tourniquet.
Got one magazine and one tourniquet in a plate carrier with no plates in it that's way too big for her.
Solid.
What is this? That can't be. Is that a real thing? Yo, they must be. Oh my gosh. Look, reaction people said, is that a Crown Vic? Oh yeah, thanks for remembering the flag barely. Jeez Louise. Nah, yeah, come on, really? That's what y'all do? Y'all just threw some shit on this lady. Oh my gosh. They stay picking people out of the fucking IT department. Oh yeah,
we got a job for you.
Literally, Heather always. This is what I be talking about, yo. This is like some of them sales we be talking about. So look at this shit. PSA dagger full size, right? So it's like their version of the Glock 19, right? Or Glock 17.
17, yeah.
And you get 10 magazines with it for $400. Like that's what we be talking about when you go to PSA or Palmetto State Armory and you see their deal section. You get a gun with 10 magazines for $400. Huh?
Optics ready too. RMR cuts.
Yeah, exactly. And I heard it's a good gun. And it's interchangeable with Glock parts.
That slide alone, man, with the cuts in it and stuff like that, that's gonna cost you about $400 if you go to the aftermarket site and buy one for your Glock.
Yeah, you're right, because this one right here cost me about $300. This was $300 for this slide. So got the cuts and stuff. And then the barrel was like another almost $200 for the barrel. So, and I got the optic on it. But you getting 10 mags with that for $400? That's a deal. 10, 17 mags.
What I care for self-defense, I just put a lot of rounds to it first to make sure it works right.
Yeah.
But definitely something for the range, something to have fun with. But I got to get my confidence up if I care for self-defense stuff.
No question.
But hey, you never know.
How many rounds you need to put through your gun before you go, all right, I can defend, I can trust it?
That's a good question. Sometimes, because sometimes you buy a Glock or something or name brand gun, you mess with a couple mags, so you're good. But
I'll run 300 rounds. I'll run about 300. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I say I run 300 rounds through it. They'll be like, all right, 300 rounds, no hiccups. All right, cool. And then I'm good with it. So I guess for this PSA, I probably, you said 300 to 500 rounds. If it went 99%, I'm good. 98%, maybe one failure to feed or something like that. Out of 500 rounds, I'm okay. So that's how I feel. But shit, that's a good deal though. I've been hearing nothing but good things though. I don't like that trigger, but apparently it can take any Gen 3 Glock trigger.
Yeah. Yep.
I would definitely change that shit the fuck out. I don't like this trigger.
I might grab just the lower frame, man, because I got a Glock slide. I got a new Glock slide for my carry gun, so I got one sitting around the house, and the frame don't cost too much just for that dagger. So I'm gonna get one just to try it out.
Yeah, but let me see. AB says no wonder.
What's $70? I mean,
right, exactly. What is it? You know what I mean? And I was thinking about. So I got rid of my Glock 35, and I was thinking about getting a Glock. I want to get another one. I don't know why I got rid of the Glock 35. I forgot. Oh, I got rid of it because I bought the Canic, and I thought the Canic shot better, so I got rid of the 35. But I don't. For some reason, I want it back, or a Glock 34. So I thought about building one, but I'm not sure yet. See what the prices look like. See how much it's going to cost me to build it versus just to buy it and then just, like you said, change. Like, I want to turn tactical it out.
Yeah.
Not for that turn tactical price though. So I'm just saying. Sauce says, where else you going to get a blick with 10, 17 round mags for 400 bones? That's facts, yo. Toloco says, damn, I didn't see that. I'm going to drive up there and pick one up. That's like 200 for the gun and the rest for the mags. Yeah. So what you in Florida, Toloco? So you can drive down to Palmetto yourself. That's what's up. I know they said they had a storefront, I believe. That's what's up. And you get the little carrying case for it. See, Maryland, like now, if it was a bunch of 10 round magazines, I could get it. Maryland tripping. You can't buy anything over 10 rounds in Maryland, but you can have it.
Makes no sense.
It makes no fucking sense. No sense at all. Oh man, but shout out to Palmetto State Armory. Let's see what else is in the news. Somebody else looked up.
Someone zoomed it out.
Oh, why didn't it go over? Here it go. Oh, why didn't it go over? Oh, we already there. What the fuck is this?
What's that?
Yo, she really got the tourniquet in the mag holster.
Nap in the middle or something. What is that?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It might have been a script or something. Oh my god. I want to see, is this a real thing? Yeah.
It is the real thing.
It's the real deal.
Got to be.
Oh my gosh. That is funny. Where the fuck why they thought that was a good idea? Oh my goodness gracious, that is fucking hilarious.
The Rick Ross.
Yo, I'm sorry, yo, $3,000 for that shit? No, sorry.
For the Vision Pro thing?
Yeah, I'll wait for the prices to come down.
The Blaze said LBGYNs claim that that's a woman. They lost in the
is that
sauce.
Is that why that shit was fucking trending?
These people say, "Where's the
Black
asteroids
community
at?"
should write a history to the Greeks were actually black. This is funny. OBGYNs claim Dylan Mulvaney is actually a woman.
Okay.
Bro, it's fucking bizarro world right here.
Both was dying down. They need new controversy to stir it up again. Distract everybody.
Yeah. The elites are sick in the head, man. They just sit back and laugh and do all this cornery.
But they mad at me because of the book. Like, the book is like the introductory drug and shit like that.
Give them an inch, they're gonna take that mile.
Oh,
they don't see the writing on the wall. They're stupid. This is that's the point that we're gonna get to. It's just gonna get worse and worse from here on out.
Right.
There's no turning back now.
Who's this? Is that the girl? No.
That's like that picture, like the meme of the elite all sitting around laughing at everybody. That's what they're doing. All those bloodlines sit back and laugh. So we got you again.
He need to just go ahead and cut his hair. He missing. He got a cul-de-sac. He got a cul-de-sac. You see that? My hairline get that bad. Somebody better smack me upside the head, take me to the barbershop. Tell me cut all of that.
You're not getting the implants?
No, I'm quite all right. What the fuck is this?
Well, that's crazy. That's down here in New Orleans, man.
That's what
they're
just
just
happened,
randomly
man?
shooting at people's houses. Dang, they could have killed some people.
No respect. This is crazy.
2, 1.
Get your kids, know you. See that? That's that dumb shit, yo.
But people like us are the problem, right?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
They don't want to have to use their gun.
Bro. That's why I'm tripping about the fucking Travis Rudolph case. I don't understand how you can even have a trial for that.
And we're looking at the dynamics of it too. It's the two main prosecutors that keep on getting an attitude with him are those two black gals.
I don't
They're acting
get
like
it.
they're taking it personally.
I'm sorry, yo. They after the fact that he used the AR.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. They after the fact that he used the AR.
You couldn't have gone for the handgun. Why weren't you where you were supposed to be? Why'd you answer the door with your shirt off?
Right. That shit was tripping me out. Like, bitch, I'm home.
He said he was in the bed asleep. Damn near.
You trying to be intimidating?
Because they kept talking about the other guy having his shirt off at the door. Like, yeah. Everybody in the hood know that. Your shirt off. You knocking on my door at 12:30 in the morning. You got your shirt off. You ready to go. You ready to scrap.
You answer the door in your boxers and your flip-flops or your socks or whatever. That's just because you're in bed.
Bro. After the AR, that's period, full stop. He kept calling it assault,
And it was
assault
a
rifle.
Assault weapon. You had a weapon of war.
I was tripping. I'm like, wait, what? It was 4 of them. That's why I grabbed the AR.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I mean, the 5.7 would have did the job. But guess what I ain't got to do? Guess what I ain't got to do with my AR? I got 4 points of contact. Even if I'm scared, I ain't missing. I'm sure every one of them bullets hit the car, at least. Like,
worst thing that works, I hit you in the chest with that barrel.
Right.
It'll hurt.
Exactly. over the 5.7. Like, but forget that. Even though the 5.7 got 20 rounds, it hold 20. But at the same time, they saw that again. Also with the AR, I would call it an intimidation factor.
Yeah, you're right. Make it make sense.
Now I ain't got the titties.
The big thing I saw was when his brother run to the door before he run outside. I wish that they had thought ahead of time, like, yo, this girl's saying this stuff. If they don't come to the door, we're gonna just chill out, look at the cameras, and not go outside. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you can't answer the door right outside. Hey, what y'all need?
Now I ain't got the titties. but I got a nipple. You go outside like this. They ain't sticking around long. They ain't sticking around long. All right, this one holds 60. Walk outside like that. They see this. And like I said, 4 points of contact. He had a little bullshit sight mark on there. I've used sight mark on my guns in the beginning. Gotta fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? But boom. As scared as I am, guess what? I know that red dot that's on this bitch, whatever that red dot is on, that's what it's hitting. I done went for the fucking rifle too over the gun just to make sure I hit what I was aiming at.
Yep.
Just to make sure I hit what I was aiming at. But that's the thing I don't get. That you could tell they going after the gun and the amount of bullets he shot. Like, so the lady was like, but they were back. The car was backing up. He was like, but the guns were still pointing at me.
That gun. Yep.
But
I liked where he handled himself too. Remember, he said that he doesn't have control over what they're doing in the car, right? He said, all I know is they pointed the guns at me. That's what I was reacting to.
And I mean, they found what 38 rounds he shot. They found almost all of them in the car, right? Pretty much.
Pretty much. And I mean, he had a 100-round drum, which that showed restraint because he ain't let that whole thing go.
And now you get the pistol. You bring the pistol out at 20 yards away.
Right.
You're panicking, firing. Those rounds are going everywhere. Skip up the ground.
Yeah.
Not all hitting the car. You know. So.
Exactly. Jonah says.
It's probably safer with the AR.
You need to watch Bronca. I know Bronca. Bronca cool peoples. You need to watch Bronca. Legally, they going after you if they can say you are no longer a threat. Bullshit. That's the thing. How can they say that he was no longer a threat? If they saw the guns in the car, they're still a threat. Even if you're backing away, I could back up and still be firing at you. I could run and still turn around and shoot at you. You're still a threat. It's how you perceive the threat, not how the state perceives the threat. They found the gun. They found the gun. They said the one boy had a gun. They said the one boy had a gun, right? The guy that he went to go get the AR because he saw the gun. They said he had the gun. They found his gun. So that should validate Travis's part of the story.
Yes.
Tyler had a gun. He pointed it at me. I ran and I got my gun. Ooh, whose gun did we find over here near this fence? Oh, that's Tyler's gun. That must be the gun that Travis was talking about. They put the girl on the stand and the bitch go, yeah, I told him to shoot his shit up, but not in a violent way. I'm like, what?
Shoot him with some super soakers.
I didn't say shoot him. I said shoot his shit up. I ain't say shoot him though.
Nonsense, Tom.
Steph said, how much do titties cost? Titties for the AR probably be like, with like $200. I think it might be $200 for one of those, depending on where you at. I know they like $200 for the Yeah, it's gotta be $200 because this one right here, this Magpul, this was $160. I think I paid for this. I paid $160 for this, so I think the 100 round, it's not Magpul, but I think it's like $200. But yeah, that's just crazy. I'm like, yo, no, they just demonizing. So, because if he would have got killed, he'd have just went the way of Sean Taylor, and it would have been another statistic. Oh, it's tragic. Former Florida State Seminole and New York Giant Travis Rudolph was fatally killed at his home on whatever day.
Yeah, that's exactly what they wanted.
But because he defended himself, see, this is what I was saying on HJ channel earlier. I was like, the left can't defend him. You know why they can't defend him? Because then they defending the AR-15.
Yep.
Oh, the gun that we want to ban is the gun that saved his life and his family's life. They can't have that narrative. They can't have that narrative. Oh, the gun. Oh, and the right. Don't get me the line. I don't even know why they not helping. I don't know where they at. Some people got it wrong. They like, well, why ain't the NRA stepping in? I said because I tell people all the time the NRA is like AAA. If you ain't a member, they not gonna help you out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But you know, Kyle Rittenhouse, you know, he was in the right. You know what I mean? But you seen that GoFundMe when they did that shit. Daniel Penny got $2 million.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But they were white. If he's black, this is why the right is not stepping up to the plate.
And that's what I understand. It's like, yo, why don't y'all get behind this dude?
That's what Sonny Johnson said. She said, you know, when she talks about the right being them and their, oh, we're colorblind. We're colorblind. No, okay. Then here you come, not coming to the door when you need to for a 2A issue. Trump should be saying something. DeSantis should be saying something for sure. You should have Matt Walsh and all these other figures and all these other talking heads. They should be bringing it up. Has Tim Pool said anything?
What'd you say?
I think you breaking videos down and talking about what happened, man. Like you did with the Rittenhouse thing, the you know, the lawsuit and stuff.
Yeah, it's not sexy enough. It's not enough clicks.
It doesn't have the right optics.
You know what I mean?
Let that have been.
Said nothing either.
That's what I said earlier.
Right, like the homie, Legal Mindset. Like I hit him up to try to get him on the stream, but he in Korea, so like when the stream going down, it's like 2 a.m. for him. Like otherwise, I know he would have jumped on and chopped it up with me about it. So Loco says AR, nah, I go with the Mosin. He said the Mosin the Gant. God damn, with the bayonet deployed and all. Once they see that, they know I'm crazier than them. But that's the thing. He didn't come out the house. He ain't come out the house just shooting indiscriminately. He ain't shoot 100 yards down the street. He went down there to get his brother. It wasn't until he saw the guns pointed at him that we know exist. Then he started to shoot. Then the lady's like, well, there was no street lights in the car. The lights were no like she don't like ambient light don't exist.
Right. Yeah.
Like ambient light don't exist.
She acting like it's the other side of the moon.
If he pulled the gun, why didn't he shoot you? Because he wasn't a shooter. They were pump faking. None of them were shooters.
Right.
None of them. None of them wanted to catch nobody. They out there posing. But it don't matter. Guess what? You pulled the gun. Thought you was sitting here trying to intimidate me. He came back with the AR. Y'all niggas haul ass. That was another thing. She tried to make it seem like that his brother was nowhere near the car. And everybody testified, including him, no, my brother was like 20 yards from the car. So they ran in the direction of the car, but my brother was also down there fighting 2 people. So I went that way because that's where my brother was at. Went and got him. When I get down there, I see guns pointed at me. So he let that fucking thing go.
It's less than dangerous.
Right, and then she kept saying, well, no, the car was turning when you shot. And he was like, no, I started shooting before the car tried to make the turn. And you can see the muzzle flash. I even paused like, no, there go the muzzle flash right there. He's right. It don't matter if the car backing up. And I was telling people in the chat, it don't matter if the car is backing up. I had a gun next. I'm down. Anyway, so if I'm in the car, right, I'm in the passenger seat, and I'm like this or whatever, however they had the shit, right, I'm like this. And then the car's backing up. Guess where the gun still is? It's still pointing toward me.
Yep.
Just because the car backing up don't mean that I can't fucking hit you with the gun, with the bullet, or shoot you. So he like, no, I still seen this. I don't give a fuck if they backing up. They still got that shit pointed at me. So I let that shit go. I'm supposed to wait to see if they shoot me. But they didn't
wait and see what happens if he did.
But they didn't have a gun. They didn't have a bullet in the chamber. That don't fucking matter. I don't know that at the time.
Right.
I don't know that shit at the time. And then I brought up the case with in Pensacola, Florida, with the clerk. Remember that, Jay?
Yes, I do.
Yep. Wow.
And you brought it up on HJ stream too, huh?
Yeah, with the clerk, he just went and fired shots at everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He threatened his life. He was like, "Oh, word."
Came back.
No, take any chances.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. I don't take kindly to threats. And then it was like, it's closed. Excuse me. Got the hiccups and shit. But that shit was hilarious.
Nah,
but he didn't get charged.
Yeah.
The sheriff was like, no, he acted and he was in fear for his life and he did what he felt like he had to do. We ain't charging him. Now, Pensacola,
I thought because
Florida,
he left the store when after me, it was going to charge him, but
that's what I thought.
Florida.
That's exactly what I thought. somebody, I forgot who sent me the article. Or did I look it up? I might have looked it up and saw they wasn't charging him. I thought somebody might have sent me that shit. You know what I mean? But I'm just sitting there like, yo, I was like, that nigga going, damn, why he do that? He was like, nope. They threatened his life. He did what he had to do because it's a part of stand your ground, allegedly. Yeah. So you telling me that Travis Rudolph, the dude with the concealed carry license, which I'm assuming that the clerk had one too, y'all trying to say, why'd you leave your property? Those guys were no longer on your property. I got a concealed carry. I ain't got to be on my property to do shit. My brother was down there. It was in defense of him. My mother in the street. What up, Zentia? Zentia 369 in the building. That's the homie right there. Go over and subscribe to her channel. She do all like the readings and the chakra stuff. You know, all that shit I don't know about. But she be doing that stuff. That's what's up. She been the homie for years.
Cool.
But yeah, like I'm sitting there like, yo, he got a concealed carry. The AR ain't a rifle. The AR is a fucking pistol. So it's classified the same as this. Classified the same as this. So his mom in the street, his brother getting his ass whooped down the street by the car. He go down and get his brother. They got the guns pointed at him. We know he had the guns pointed at him because they found the gun in the alley.
There's four of them.
It's 4 of them. That's 10 rounds per. Right? 2. The sister in her text messages talking about go shoot this shit up. Oh, he a dead man walking. These dummies. They incriminate themselves on text message. Texting the mother.
Did they have any defense, like use of force, witness to come for defense or anything?
No, not that I know of. They had a firearms expert come up and he said, yeah, these bullets match this, but that don't mean shit. We know he shot him. We know he let the shit go. We don't need all that. We just need to know if he was justified or not. And I say this. Got the text message from the ex-girlfriend, who apparently was married, by the way. I'm like, bitch, you going through all of this and you already got somebody? He ain't even know. Allegedly. But she got the text message between her brother and her. Go shoot this shit up. He a dead man walking. Allegedly, she texted the mother saying, your son fucked with the wrong one. I'm about to get my brothers to fuck him up and kill him. Allegedly. Apparently, the mother had that in her text messages. They showed up to his house. They showed up to his house 2 hours later. Banging on the door like they the police at midnight. The brother go outside where Travis at. Yeah, where Travis at. Travis go out there like, yo, what's up? Dude sucker punch him. Now everybody's scrapping. Mother out there frantic. The mother testified today too. Why didn't you call the police? She said, I was trying to open my phone to call the police. I was too fucking shook. Well, you have a landline. Why didn't you go to the house door? She said, I wasn't thinking about the fucking landline. My son's out here getting, assaulted. Getting, I don't know what the fuck about to happen. She said she was shook. Essentially is what she said.
People called the police. They was there, 20 minutes later?
I think longer than that.
What good is that?
So the older brother said he saw the gun. He said the dude had the gun pointed in his face. Travis said he saw the gun too. Travis run in the house, go grab the AR. He come back outside. The dude that had the gun allegedly, he turned bitch. She was like, the prosecutor's like, so why didn't we see the gun? Well, maybe he put it back in his pocket. Right? He hauled, so they run down the street. She's like, well, if they running down the street to the car, why are you chasing them? My brother down there.
Right.
But why didn't you go in the house? Because my brother's down there. And I just seen dude with the gun. I don't know what they're going to do to him. I got to go get him. Right? He go down there. He get his brother. Don't shoot no shots. Allegedly only until he saw the 2 guns pointing at him is when he started let that bitch go. And like I said earlier today, let that been my mother. My mother went to my room and got my gun for me. And my mother would have been putting them shots on target. You know what I mean? But it was all in self-defense, period. He shot into the threat left, and then he stopped shooting. We know he did that because he had good discipline. He said he didn't shoot at the boy that had the gun initially because he was running down the street. He wasn't a threat at the time. It wasn't until he saw
an AR. He could have shot him at a house.
He ain't had to leave a motherfucking step. I might have ragged on the fucking sight mark, but sight mark, the shit holds 0. I know that. He could have stood at the top of the fucking driveway, but he said my brother was down there. I ain't want to risk hitting him. So I went down there. I got in front of him. I saw the 2 guns pointed at us, and he said that's when I started shooting. Rightfully so. You don't wait for them to shoot you. You got a visual, and it's not like he thought he saw a gun and it was no gun. We got Flawed in the building. What's up, Flawed? Salute.
That motherfucker's definitely a diesel, isn't he?
Wrong one. I got my soundboard together. Look at that Don DeMarco. But like, it wasn't like he walked down there and I thought I saw a gun, so I started shooting. Be good, Joe. We talking about the Travis Rudolph shit right now. So he saw the guns and he started shooting. We know that because they found the gun next to the fence, the neighbor fence, that allegedly he jumped into the neighbor's yard. The thing that I don't get though is the detective, the lady, what was called an officer, pretty face. What's her name though?
Officer Pretty Face.
Emily Vanderland or something like that. So I don't know how this shit usually work, but I'm like, how the fuck she get? So I guess they got the hell out of Dodge in the car and then called the police. But the neighbors called the police too. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck she got to them, but not to the scene of the crime.
She ain't detecting shit.
She ain't detect shit. 2, she never checked them for weapons. Or none of that shit. Right. And we know she got there first because when they went to go arrest Yo or go to his house, they knew his name off rip. Mm-hmm. Travis Rudolph, come out the house with your hands up. Who told him? Them 4 bitches that went to his house to fight him or kill him. I'm gonna say kill him because that's what the text messages said. He said they fighting him. They talking about they on demon time and all this other shit. But the prosecution is trying to make it. They trying to demonize him for 39 rounds is excessive. Why'd you get the assault rifle? They only had handgun. Bitch, what? All bets is off for one. You coming to my house at midnight, claiming you on demon time, and y'all start fighting me and my brother, and y'all got guns? Nah, everybody can get it. Facts. If it's me or you, it's always me. That's 100. Yep. And my mother out here, and my brother.
Right.
Nah, y'all gotta go. Like I said, shit, I even go with this one.
You sending them back to the demons, huh?
Oh yeah.
Demon time.
Shit.
We're gonna have to send you back to hell, then, demons.
Like, you on demon time, nigga? All right, let me help you get back. Let me help you get back to hell. Let me send you back, bro. Like I said, I ain't got the titties, but I got a nipple. Goddammit. I'm gonna let this nipple slip. That shit tripped me out, yo. Why he ain't? Why didn't you go for the A? Why'd you go for your AR? Why'd you go for your assault rifle? Why didn't you go for your handgun? Because I didn't want to use it. I wanted to use this one.
Yep.
I had I got a 100-round drum for this. Like, it didn't make sense. Like I said, Palm Beach is blue, right? Is blue leaning. The prosecutors had no clue. Like the guy that was the one prosecutor that was questioning the brother. Well, once you got it, because he kept saying, yo, he's like, well, how'd you get down the block? He was like, you got to create distance. I got people jumping me. I'm not going to stand in one spot and fight them because they could knock me out. I gotta get distance. You know what I mean? That's how you know none of them never been into a fight or some shit. You ever see when niggas start fighting, you could be in a parking lot, niggas start fighting, they might start at one spot. Them niggas might be a quarter mile down the street still scrapping because everybody just stay moving. You know what I mean? Why didn't you go in the house? And he was like, I ain't going in the house because my brother out here. I go in the house, it's 3-on-1, I mean 4-on-1. My mother out here. I ain't gonna let them kill my brother. But you could have went in the house. No, I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? And that brother, you talking to him, he ain't had no gun. Travis go in there and get the AR. Oh, but you already had it staged. Yeah, the fuck, you goddamn right. 4 niggas come knock on my door like the police at 12 in the morning.
I would have had the door.
Right. I wouldn't have went outside without it. I had that bitch on my shoulder like, what's up? What we doing? What we doing? That'd have been the first thing I said. I'd be like, what we doing? But they didn't have any ammo in the they didn't have a bullet chamber. So I don't fucking know that.
You don't know it. Who would? You're supposed to be psychic or something?
They gonna fuck around and find out today. Like I said, I'd have went out there, bitch.
Yeah.
I'd have took this motherfucker with me. Like you say, yo, this the one hitter quitter right here. All slugs. Everybody can catch one to the chest. What's up?
Get these 5 ounces in there. Oh.
Everybody can catch one to the chest. Y'all niggas on demon time, let's go close casket. Like, that's the shit I'm talking, like, but they want to demonize his AR. This shit is way more devastating. This shit is way more devastating. They talk about what Nickel Slick say? The 9mm blows the lung out the back.
Yeah.
No, this motherfucker right here blows the lung out the back.
Oh, 2 Blast Joe.
Look at this shit. Double op buck. And this is in the one with the controlled sleeve. I thought I had all slugs in here. Anyway, double op buck, controlled sleeve. Bruh. Like I said. It's crazy, man, that the fact that he's defending himself and his family, and they treating him like the criminal. And they treating the criminals like the fucking eyewitnesses. How you got the how you got the brother and the sister on the stand? They on the stand. In jail. And they the ones that was committing conspiracy to with the conspiracy to commit murder.
Mm-hmm. They're orchestrating things.
Like it should have been case closed. It should have been case closed when she said go kill him or go shoot his shit up.
Facts, yes.
He a dead man walking. That should have been a rap. That should have been a rap.
What gets me is the detective didn't answer none of their phones or nothing.
At all. And not only that, went to go visit the girl and didn't even take her phone and said, just don't delete nothing.
Don't delete anything. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Bro. That's fucking crazy to me. I really hope he get off, yo. Could you imagine how much? Can you imagine how much money it's costing him?
Yep.
That's a lot of money, yo. Like I said, I always said the state ain't got nothing but time and resources.
Nope.
The state ain't got nothing.
Paying for your own Punisher.
Yeah.
You're paying him every week.
Yep. Now this is why I have carry insurance. And I advise everybody to get some kind of carry insurance. Whether you got NRA Carry Guard or you got USCCA's what the fuck is that shit called? I don't know. I got USCCA. I forgot what they call they shit. I pay $500 a year for it.
Yep.
$500 a year. It's the top of the line. It's their top tier package. So if I gotta fight some shit like that, I can. And I ain't got to cop a plea for some shit that I'm justified for. This shit is crazy, yo. Like I don't know what they trying to make their name on. And to me, like I said, it just seemed like the fact that he used the AR, they think it was unfair or some shit. Like 4 niggas showing up to your house at 12 in the morning ain't unfair. And 2 of them got guns because they think you lacking.
This is messed up the way she kept saying, where should you have been? Where should those 4 people have been? They shouldn't have been at the door at 12 in the morning.
Hey, bitch, you talking about where should I have been? I could be wherever.
Where should you have been?
I could be wherever the fuck I want to be.
Facts.
I can be wherever the fuck I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't on papers, bitch. That's the shit that was tripping me out. Oh, and then she's sitting there acting like she the jealous girlfriend.
She sure was.
Is it or is it not right that you were cheating on her?
Would she say something slick about how come you so you can just fool around anywhere you want to and some stuff like that? She said.
I'm like, what? Who are you? Her mother? He's like, she wasn't my girlfriend. We was just, we was close, but she wasn't my girlfriend. Like she slept over and we did shit, but she wasn't my girlfriend though.
And she married.
And she married. Yo, that shit tripped me out, yo. To the point where the judge had to call. The judge had to call him to the fucking to his table.
Bench over and over again.
She over that bitch like she's scorned. Like she had PTSD.
And asking him why he has a film of him and some other girl.
Oh yeah.
Why do you have some film of some? What about that woman that's married? Shoot.
Right, exactly. Exactly. But
why is she coming over to his house?
You have a sex tape on your phone that you recorded on March, blah, 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 blah.
Worried about what's in his phone.
Bruh.
I wonder if they're going to play the tape.
That shit tripped me out. Yeah, who the fuck said that, yo? Emmanuel asked.
Emmanuel always funny with his jokes. I still want to see the tape. We rooting for Kayla. Let's go, Kayla.
I got these. I forgot where I got these from. This is $50 worth of. Look at this high brass, yo. Black Aces.
Yeah.
Like I know Black Aces make shotguns, but they make ammo too. So I'd have had, man, listen. So this is the federal shit that got the controlled sleeve in it. I got a bunch of that, and then I got these Black Aces. I feel like it's $50 for this box. But I feel like the box was a steal. That's why I got it. 1,400 feet per second on these high brass. Oh, that's why I got it. Actually, yeah. That's why I got it. 1,400 feet per second on that slug. That's why I got that shit. It's high velocity. I forgot about that. That's why I bought it. But yeah, shit crazy, man. It's sad. Let me see. We have Texas Law Shield down here. Yeah, I heard of Texas Law Shield. Zentia says, it's like, stop being weird. Do you want to give me a film? Do you like me? That's how she was coming off. That's how the prosecutor was coming off. It was trippy. Like she was, like, I didn't get it. And then the same thing with the detective. And I was like, did one of those kids in that car one of those guys in the car have like a dad that worked for the police department or some shit like that? Are we gonna find that out?
Right?
You know what I mean?
Wild.
So like, why the fuck would she go there first? Why would she
I
go
find
there
it weird they
first?
call the cops so fast too.
Exactly. Because they was hoes. They wasn't about that life for real. They wasn't about that life for real. That's all that was. That shit is
Drop
crazy.
their guns and call the cops.
Yeah. Yeah, posturing. This is for IG, for the gram. Little bullshit Taurus with an extended magazine to give him 10 rounds. Had like a Taurus Slim or some shit like that. Now, I ain't shitting on Taurus. Taurus got some dope shit. You know what I mean? Like the judge. I do want the judge, goddammit. I'll take a poly defender judge over here. You know what I mean? But it's just and then I think the defense had a good point about the one kid that got killed. The way his hand was, it would look like he had a gun in his hand and they took it out of his hand to fucking hide it. Which allegedly that might have been a thing. But they gonna try and railroad this dude for what though? Oh, he wasn't on his property. He don't gotta be. He got a concealed carry license. He don't gotta stay on his property with that. Like here in Maryland, I can't leave out my front door and go pursue nobody like to my grass. It's gotta be house, castle doctrine, house. You know what I mean? But I got a concealed carry license, so guess what? I can go beyond my fucking front door if I got to. Same thing with him.
Yeah, what that state law reads for them, Florida. I know Mississippi, anywhere you're allowed to be, like the car, work, that's your castle.
Right. And then on top of that, stand your ground, which they took from him.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really interesting. Why I take stand your ground from him? That was all. I would think that'd be textbook stand your ground at that point. In defense of self or others. His mom and his brother out there, 2 guys with guns. We know they had the guns. Y'all found them.
Right.
You know they came to that house to do harm or damage or kill him because we got the text messages.
Just the fact they was beating them 4-on-1 too. Disparity of force, man.
It don't have to be. They didn't have to have a gun. They didn't have to have a gun. It was for them whooping my ass. I thought they was gonna kill me, so I shot him. Hell, George Zimmerman got off on that shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Trayvon Martin was whooping his ass.
He said, "Pop, pop."
Rightfully so. You following me like some creep.
Yeah, he didn't know who that was right in the middle of the night.
Think about that shit, yo. How the fuck George Zimmerman get stand your ground? He was the aggressor the whole fucking way.
I thought because he was redacted.
Until he got his
stand your
ass
ground was
whooped.
part of that though.
Huh?
I think you stand your ground in that case. They didn't straight self-defense.
He was the aggressor the whole way. That's the one thing I didn't understand. How he the aggressor? You got the 911 operator telling this nigga to fall back. He don't. He get in his face. Trayvon whoop his ass, and now because he getting his ass whooped, he got the right to shoot him. He was the aggressor. That's the shit I never understood about that case.
Because there was no other witnesses.
That's the crazy.
And like we said, that meant tell no tale. So
that's true.
One story versus nobody.
That's true. But that shit was crazy to me. But this shit here, like I said, you got Pensacola with the what's his name? The clerk down there. That shit was hilarious. But he got off. They was like, yeah, we not pursuing him. Those guys threatened his life. He went out there and did what he felt like he had to do. Now he didn't hit nobody, but still he fired shots. And they was like, no, he good. We not pressing no charges. Now we go to the blue side of Florida. The guy actually defended him life from some fucking some dickheads.
Mm-hmm.
Now he fighting for his life in court, trying to prove that they actually was trying to kill him and his brother. When they got all the evidence that they need.
Yep.
They got all of the evidence they need. That's the shit that I don't get, man.
Did they trace those guys' guns they had, or they buy those legally, or they steal them, or what's up with those guns?
I don't know. I know that the brother, He has a concealed carry permit. I don't know about the other guys. I don't know if the other guys did or not.
There's a lot of holes in their investigation.
It's man, listen. It's a bunch of holes in that investigation, bro. It's a bunch of holes in that investigation, like straight up. This shit is crazy to me. Check this shit out, yo. I'm sitting here scrolling and shit. Look at this. You see that? That's what I'm trying to do right there. I'm gonna just do an all black version, but that's what I'm going for right there. 300 blackout right there, suppressed. Go subsonic. I'm gonna throw a hollow sun on there and a light. Something right here. Something real slick like this. I can't wait till I finish that shit. Once I finish that shit and I get it done, I'm gonna get me the micro Draco. I'm gonna get that micro Draco. That bitch is that's what I'm talking. I don't need a bunch of shit on there. All I need is the flashlight. I need a good red dot, and I just want to suppress it. That's it. Once I do that, that's the house gun. That's the truck gun right there. That's the backpack right there. What did his stupid ass say to the cops if he is talking to the media? He talking. Which one you talking about, Jonah? Oh, Rudolph making TV appearances before the trial. He retarded. Never talked to cops and never talked to the news. Yeah, I don't think I would have said anything either. No, I don't think I would have said anything either. Because anything can be used against you, right?
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're right. I wouldn't have said anything. Tyler says, get a P.O. box. I'm going to send you optics and ammo. Oh, shit. Allegedly.
I think it'd be Tyler's friend, I think.
But I know Tyler was saying that he got a Vortex razor. And them bitches expensive. Them razors is expensive. Like I got how many Vortex I got? 2 of my handguns got Vortex Venoms on it. And then I got a Vortex on that. And this a Vortex too. Got a Vortex on this. It's a Crossfire. I like Vortex optics. The glass is real clear, it's real clean. So I try
some real stuff, Ken.
Huh?
For everybody out there, y'all ever in a defensive shooting like that? Man, tell the police I had to defend my life. I was scared. I need to go to the doctor. I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack. I need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Don't say anything else.
Don't
Call
say
your lawyer.
shit else. Call your lawyer. I got a little card in my wallet with a number on it.
Yep.
I just say I fear for my life, and I call that number. I don't see shit. The lawyer show up, and then that's it.
You need to go to the hospital. I'm having a heart attack. The reason why is you can't remember something like that. That's stressful. You can't remember right away what happened.
Yeah.
It's going to take you a good couple of days to get your thoughts together and relive it and figure it out in your head.
Right.
So what you say first time, that's going to be the history book. You say the first time to stop.
Exactly. That's another thing that tripped me out, yo. So, the police never subpoenaed the mother or the brother. They never came to question them, even after they lawyered up. They never came to get their side of the story. I don't think they even cared to. That's the thing. I was like, wait, what? And then they was trying to put the onus on the family. Why didn't you go to the police and give them your side of the story? Like, that's not their job. The burden of proof is on the state. Why didn't your detective go follow up? Why didn't your detective go follow up? That's what I want to know. Toloco says, get gun owners insurance. That's what they want. We're adding to their numbers for when they mandate gun owners insurance. I don't know if they're going to mandate gun owners insurance because you had Bellagio in New York was trying to outlaw that shit. It was a couple of states trying to outlaw gun insurance.
Yeah.
They was calling it like murder insurance or whatever. So I don't know.
That's when NRA came up with theirs originally, and then New York kind of shut them down in the state.
Yeah, oh, they got murder insurance. And I had to carry guard at the time. But USCCA just had like a better coverage. You know what I mean? But like I said, get that shit. Like, and it don't just cover you, it cover everybody in your house. So if somebody break in the house and my wife crack them in the head with the cast iron skillet, she's still good. You know what I mean? If my daughter get her little MP5 back here, she good. Or her little 007 gun. It's a little cool little fun gun.
About to pull out the PP, whatever.
This is fun. This little gun fun. Little Mark IV Ruger. I want to suppress this. So this thing quiet, and this thing a little shooter right here. So I got this for my daughter, and then this right here. So figure that'd be something cool for her to learn on, and then once she gets the hang of that, then she can graduate to like the AR and stuff like that. So Red says when the cops are there, you just say I'm under arrest, then lawyer. But yeah, you don't want to say a whole lot. Let your lawyer do all the talking. Just let the lawyer do all the talking. But the fact that they didn't, either they were just lazy with the investigation, or some shady shit behind it. I just don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like them kids got down the street and they called the police. Mind you, the neighbors had already called the police. It took the police like, I think he said it took like after they got in the house, it was like another 10 or 15 minutes before the police got to them. So it was like 25 or 30 minutes before the police even showed up.
Anything could happen at that time.
What'd you say?
Anything could happen during that time.
Anything. They could have circled the block. You know what I mean? Went and regrouped. You don't know. Why didn't y'all call the police? Like, their adrenaline was pumping. Like, what are you talking about? Last thing on my mind is calling the police. I'm out here trying to make sure these niggas don't take me and my brother out.
You right.
Well, when you went in the house, why didn't you just stay in the house? Because my brother was down the street getting whooped. I didn't know what they was going to do. I know 2 of them had guns. So I ran down that bitch with mine.
That's where she was saying, why weren't you where you were supposed to be?
Yeah. Where the fuck was I supposed to be?
Didn't they pop the trunk to start with when they first pulled up?
Yeah, when they first pulled up, they popped their trunk. So we don't know what they was doing in the trunk. Not to mention, they parked down the street. So that's suspicious right there. Why, if they was just there to talk, right? If they was just there to talk, why don't you just pull up to the house? Even if you're just gonna scrap, why not just pull up to the house? You pull up down the street because you want some nefarious shit. You pulled up down the street because you want to go do your dirt real quick and then speed off. But none of them were shooters. It was all pump faking. And I said that shit on Legal Mindset channel one day. I was like, yo, a lot of these dudes out here, they be out here with these guns and they not shooters. Some of them ain't shooters. They ain't got it in them. These dudes ain't had no round in the chamber and none of them pulled the trigger. And that don't mean because they didn't have no intent to. And even if they didn't have no intent to, they brandished the gun. So whether they had intent to shoot him or not, don't matter. You just forfeited your right to live, homie. I don't know I can't read your mind.
Right.
I don't know what you got planned. And I'm not about to sit here and let you figure it out. Let me help you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's a tragic story all the way around. Like the one dude died. But he was one of the main dudes telling yo he was going to die today.
Make better choices.
Make better choices. Y'all did all this shit for what? Because your sister got mad because her the guy she fucking around with had another shorty on the side. Your sister's side dude had a side chick. And you mad about it, and now you want to get him killed. Not to mention, I guess she thought that he was, because he was apparently like a week. I guess he only had like a week or two before he went to Canada for the team that signed him.
Yep.
She probably was like, "Oh, this is my ticket out of here."
Yeah.
And then and she found out that he had other plans.
She wanted to live that Graham life, that Real Housewives life.
Yeah. He was like, "Where was you when I was shooting in the gym?" You know what I mean? Like,
maybe it might not add up.
Bruh, that's all I'm saying. I hope he get off, man. I don't know how many more days of the trial it is. I'm assuming the shit got to be winding down. If he took the stand, who else could they have take the stand? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like it's at the last of the last.
It's got to be. It's like this. It's 8 days. It's an 8-day trial.
Yikes!
I don't know.
Hopefully, got a good jury too.
Yeah, I know what the heck that jury looked like,
bro.
You know, they playing the AR thing up, so
they playing it up real hard. And Jay said that earlier too. He said he think that they playing it up hard because of whoever the jury is. But like, if I was on the jury, I'd be like, I'd have my mind made up immediately. And as soon as we went back that bitch, I'd be like, look, we got text messages, we got ring camera footage, we got a gun. It's self-defense. I'm sorry. I'd have been that one jury member. If that shit if the jury didn't finish deliberating in like that first day or two, that's because my ass was on there like, y'all fucking crazy. He ain't do it. Or he justified. Because like you said, they pushing that AR shit like in this they don't even know the own rules of their state.
Nope.
They just going with the gaslight shit. Oh, he had an AR. He shot 39 rounds. Okay, so what? AR.
Or they know the rules and don't care.
That too. Is the AR legal in his state? Yep. Is the 100-round magazine legal in his state? Yep. Does he have a concealed carry license? Yep. So what's the problem? Was he the aggressor? No. No. Boom. Simple as that. You going off his ring camera and some shoddy camera footage from a neighbor across the street that you can barely see anything with. Telling you, man, this shit's crazy. Oh my gosh. Anyway. What's your favorite gun, yo?
Oh man. I'm gonna go with the AR, my favorite one because I use it so much. You know, through work but I think my favorite one I ever shot was a SIG 5.51.
Ooh.
A little bit different. If you ever see the first either the first or the second movie with Matt Damon,
the Bourne.
He had one in that movie, man. That goes to Cadillac, man. It just ran and ran and ran. It was dirty.
Show people.
But that, it's mostly Swiss parts, so you couldn't even get it in the States. And my first site I worked at, we had those, and then when the rule was passed, it was like 06, 07, or 7, 08, we had to get rid of them. But they're like that thing runs and runs and runs.
This right here,
the
right?
top one there. Yep. If I could get the money and buy one of those, I'll buy it one day.
That shit is dope. I had to modernize like this one on the bottom.
Stock folds over and stuff.
Yeah.
Piston driven.
I like the one on the bottom a little better. That's like the shorter version. But yeah. I think the best thing well, first, my favorite gun is my 308. Right here. It's the very first gun I ever built. Let's see. Yeah. It's the very first gun I ever built.
Right.
I think it cost me I built it for $1,100, I think. I think after it was all said and done, everything was $1,100. 308. I took a hog with this gun. Hit that bitch 60 yards running the base of the neck, base of the head. Boom.
Damn.
Right
I
now,
bought an AR-10 a couple years back. I enjoy it, man. I like it.
What'd you say?
I bought an AR-10 a couple years back.
Mm-hmm.
It shoots nice, man. It's like it got a nice compound, no recoil. It's a nice gun. They're nice guns.
Oh yeah, it's great. So like that one, I'm gonna change the trigger in it. I'm probably gonna go something a little like a lot lighter. Probably put like a Timney in it or something like that. But the shit is just great. Like I got a match grade barrel in it. Barrel's good for like 1,100 yards. I got a mil-spec bolt in there. I didn't think I needed anything special. I didn't think I needed nothing special. I got a Hawk optic on the top. At first I was running like with a Bushnell optic, but I went with the Hawk optic, which I like a lot. The glass on that Hawk optic is super clear. I enjoy it a lot. It's a great gun. That's what I use to go hunting and all that other stuff. That's my favorite gun that I had because that was my very first build. It was my very first build. But my favorite, like my handgun is my favorite handgun is my Combat Elite, my Canic, the Combat Elite. That shit is fucking tits. It like I was shooting. I took the Canic, Combat Elite. I took my Sig P320, and then I took my Glock 19 5th gen to the range, and that Combat Elite outperformed them all.
Damn.
Trigger, all that shit.
That's cool.
So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Combat Elite now. If I had to go, you know, go to work, I'm going with that Combat Elite straight up. So, and then it would probably
That's
be
my favorite handgun. My favorite handgun is 6220. I had one there when I lived in New Hampshire, man. And
I would love one.
of course, it's cold up there. You can conceal a full-size gun in the wintertime. And that thing, after that first shot, it was like a clean break. Something about it. Shooting thumbs on there, big 45.
The Sig P220.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could get. They're expensive, yo. They so expensive right now.
Like, I never trade my buddy for it. I never traded away.
It's a company called Arex, I think it's called. They sell it. They sell a clone that's supposed to be just as good for like $400. And I've been considering getting it. Like the P220, not the P220, the P320, I love it, but I still want a steel gun with the hammer. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I may go with the Arex joint. We'll see. I'm not beyond going with a clone, especially if it can run. Tyler says, word, I'll use the 43X, but it's just because no one can tell I'm concealing. Yeah, the 43X is super slim. That and the 48, they're slim. Like, sometimes I forget I got it on me. It's so light and it's so slim. I forget I got the gun on me. Now, after a while, my Hellcat, you do know it's there sometimes, but it's slightly heavier. Oh, excuse me. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up the Combat Elite. So this is the P. Let me see. Here we go. So that's the P220 right there.
Yep.
That shit's dope. And then let's see.
And that's a gun, man. Like, I did armor's course way back when I worked my last site, and you're building a gun when you're taking those apart. It's like bringing all kinds of crazy shit in there. You're building a gun. It's like heavy. I can't explain compared to a Glock or guns today, man. It's nothing but dropping stuff now.
So
back then you're building a gun.
So that's what I got right there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that shit it's a beast. It's a beast. I like my 5.7, but this right here, this joint is shooter right here. Like I said, and this how I got it set up. I actually got it set up exactly like this, without the hollow sun. I got a Venom on there, but I got the same O-light and everything. And the shit is fantastic. I love it. And like I said, it's probably like $800. And I got it like around COVID, so it probably the price was probably up a little bit. But like I said, it outshot my Glock. It outshot the Sig. and it's going. And my SIG cost me like 1,100. The P320 I got. So I got the X carry. Let me see. So yeah. Let's see. So this is kind of how I got it set up right here. But I have I got the SIG Romeo optic on it. Yeah, just like this. It's set up like this, but I got an enforced light on it. So, and the cool part about the SIGs though is the fact that this is just a module. The actual gun is just this piece of metal inside of it. So I can change all the grips out. I can do whatever grip I want to do, because it's not considered the gun. It's the guts is considered the actual gun.
Yep.
Which I like a lot. So.
For now.
Yeah.
Hey, they're trying to change that shit too.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, but it's a great gun. It's a really good gun. I just think that the Canic is just a better gun. I think the Canic's a better gun. And I think people need to, I don't know, I'm shocked the Canic not as popular as it should be now. No, people not really jumping on them like that. Like you get, so this right here, when I bought it, $700, right? Like 7 something. They got another version of this called the Medi. Looks just like this. Some of them look a whole lot cooler. Like this can take an optic. I could put an optic on this, but I gotta take off the rear sight and stuff, put the optic on. The new version of this, you ain't gotta do all that. I feel like the new version of this is built better, and it's like $500.
Damn.
I was like, I paid $700 for this motherfucker. Like, he's like, yeah, these new ones is $500 though, and they shoot just as good. They shoot just as good. So, Jay, you gotta get into shooting, yo. You in Oklahoma too, yo? What's stopping you? What you don't want to have it around the babies?
My kids are so wild, and yeah, I don't know where I would keep everything, and if everyone gets, it's just a lot to keep track of with my wife and the kids. I don't know. For right now, I'll have to go to town with them with the katana and the and the machete. They're gonna be getting tore up by that.
I will say though, Jay, you're right, man. It's kind of a full-time job keeping track of your stuff. I got 2 boys, and I'm not worried about them getting into stuff. I treat it like, I always show it to them because there was let them hold it safely, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no mystery about it, but you're right. It is. I still gotta keep stuff locked up and keep it,
Yeah.
You gotta keep track of stuff.
Yeah, I get that. And then
be cognizant.
Like I got the safe right there, and then this door, the door to this room has you got to have the code to get inside of here too. So now, like he said, I teach my kids, like when I buy a gun, I let them hold it, blah blah blah. I make sure it's safe and stuff. Let them hold it. It takes the mystery away from it. Cause after a while, they say, okay, whatever. Like I could be sitting out here cleaning my guns, my son playing PlayStation. He don't bother me. He don't come over hovering trying to see what I'm doing. He just like, oh, dad over there cleaning his guns, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you right.
I could leave my gun on the kitchen table and nobody touching it. It's all on how you teach your kids about gun safety. That's how you prevent those accidents. You start treating it like it's like forbidden. The kid's gonna go looking for it. You know what I mean? So
when I was a kid, man, my dad had his guns like a little like a locked cabinet. Man, I knew where the keys were. Nobody was home. Went looked at it, played around with it. I just knew don't touch the trigger. That and the shotguns, but. So I vowed to never make it a mystery for my kids.
This one's fun too. Now I had to take the pistol brace off of it. Had a folding pistol brace on it, but it's not. It's called a Grand Power Strabog. This shit is a great shooter too. I love this thing. It's fantastic. So I'm just pissed. Hopefully this whole ATF bullshit gets killed in court. Cause it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Like I said, Now, do we really need the pistol braces for accuracy for the AR? No, not really. It made the gun look more complete. That's the only reason I had them on there. You know, but it's not, like I said, do we need it? No. But it ain't a bill of needs. It's a bill of rights. We got the right to have the shit. And they just keep trying to strip shit.
It doesn't change anything.
Exactly.
The gun's the same thing.
It don't make it no less dangerous.
Nope.
It don't make it no less dangerous. And then this thing is so much fun too. It fell off the wall, but this thing is so much fun. This little MP5 clone that I got my daughter, little fake suppressor on it, little 22. It's fun and it's quiet. It's really, really quiet. Really, really quiet. I love it. Yeah. So anyway. I ain't got nothing else, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
It's been fun.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
No
Good
problem.
to see you, Rob.
Appreciate it, man.
If y'all new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream. Let people know we're live. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel? Donate to the Canon Hotep 300 Blackout Fund. $ Canon Hotep on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble rants are always welcome as well. Anyway, you guys got anything else?
Yeah, did you like the Spider-Man?
Oh, I forgot we didn't get to that. Real quick before we jump off. It was a good 45 minutes of bullshit they could have cut out of that movie.
Redundancy.
And then that whole, man, spoiler alert. 10.
Oh, spoiler alert. Said,
and I don't even know if it's a spoiler alert. 10.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. I feel like I feel like they tried to put the whole movie around Gwen.
They're promoting these pogs, I guess, huh?
Like that's what it's like. Why y'all? That's what I'm thinking. Like, why y'all promoting? Like, it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be a Miles Morales movie. Why are you guys promoting Gwen? It don't make sense. That's what I felt like the whole time.
Or maybe for the next one, they're gonna switch it up and she's gonna go T-person or something like that.
Oh God.
I'm just
like, and like it didn't bother me to see
wild,
it really didn't bother me too much to see the whole, like they had they had their agenda in it, right?
Okay,
so like I saw the Black Lives
BLM button and the little
and
protect all T kids.
Yeah, I was like, okay, whatever. It's par for the course. It's something that you wasn't really like, you wouldn't have seen it if you wasn't looking for it. You know what I mean? But as far as the story line, I can't get with it. It was okay. Like I was just waiting for the movie. I was like, come on, just hurry up.
Where's the point? What's the point?
It didn't start getting good toward the end.
And then it was like,
they hit you with
come back for part 2.
Right. Same bat
2.5 hour, 3 hour movie.
I'm like, y'all and then when is that supposed to come out?
We had 30 minutes worth of trailers. We had the Indiana Jones trailer. Like we had every trailer in the book. That Batman Flash, Transformers. Crazy. We had every single trailer in the book. And then the movie came on. And then by the time we got out there, my wife was like, how come y'all are still at the theater? I'm like, it hasn't let out just yet.
I'm sorry. Like they made I feel like they made that whole movie. That should have just been called Spider-Gwen or some shit like that.
I think we went in I'm gonna say we went in at like 6:00 and didn't get out until 9 or something like that. 6.
Spider-Man, the rise of Gwen Stacy or some shit.
But the Gwen Stacy character though, she was a pog in there, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah,
they made her real pretty.
Yeah, they made her real pretty. Kind of half-ass thick, but like I said, it was too much, yo. They should have just made it you use Spider-Man's name and then you made the movie about Gwen Stacy essentially. In my opinion.
Now they did make Peter Parker a joke.
I did not like that.
Took the white male, the white straight male, and made him into a joke. He was
like
the other one.
I didn't like that at all.
The first one, he was like depressed or whatever about his situations, about all of his trials and tribulations, which I get that. Sometimes Peter Parker was depressed about all his situations, but he always bounced back because he would have to regroup and rethink and be like, what did Uncle Ben tell me? You know, but this one, they were like, nah, Peter Parker's just a clown. We're just supposed to laugh at him.
I was so depressed that I went out and had a baby. like that's like, you know, excuse me, ladies, but that's women do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Let me fill this void with a kid. I'm like, yo, he's fucking Spider-Man. He's Peter Parker. He's the original Spider-Man. Right?
They were trying to take that from him, though, in this movie. They were trying to erase his legacy and make it, oh, no, just forget about the real Peter Parker because he's just a clown.
Right. And I think they were also trying to do the whole thing, like, which would, I guess, would be a jab to people like Young Ripper, right? Where Miles Morales is a tokenized character, right? So in the movie, they were like, you don't have a canon, like the canon event, like you don't have a canon. You're not supposed to be here in this universe. You're not supposed to be in any universe. You're not supposed to exist. Right? You got bit by a spider from another dimension. You're not, your version of Spider-Man ain't even supposed to be here.
And what number was that spider?
I was like, 42, bro. I was about to get to that. I was about to get to that 42. Like, you're not supposed to be here. And I'm like, damn, are they taking a jab at people like Young Ripper, Eric July, who, you know, people who don't like the tokenized Miles Morales? Like, you're not a real Spider-Man. You know, but they, you know, that's how I kind of took it. But if I had to give it, I'm not gonna say it was bad, but it wasn't good. I have to give out of 5 Koofies, I have to give it I give it a 2.5 out of 5 Koofies.
I wasn't feeling it that much because of the length and because the way they did Peter Parker and Huh?
You wasn't feeling the length. You followed on that.
Oh my goodness! But you know, I'm saying, like, that movie was just too long. I just sat through it. It was like, what the heck am I doing? But so Emmanuel gonna pull out the Moonfall.
Come on, Emmanuel, yo, get off my back with Moonfall, yo. Moonfall is it's a good movie. Moonfall gonna be a prophecy. Watch, it's gonna be a documentary out this bitch. Y'all gonna be like, yo, Cannon was right with the Moonfall.
Kid called it. The moon has aliens and technology all inside of it.
Moon is AI. Shit. But yeah, what you
the first one. No, I was gonna say the first one though. I really liked the first one a lot. I like the music. I like the music. Some of the music was okay in the new one. Like when they played Rakim at the beginning, I thought, oh, maybe this is gonna be one of those Gully movies. It's gonna take it back to the Bronx, but then it never did that. And so I was like, oh brother, I really didn't.
Yeah, I didn't really care for it
that much.
I remember when that song dropped.
I would say it was decent. Part 2 was decent, but it wasn't as good as the first one.
No, it was not.
And now we gotta wait for part 3.
So what you give
to be continued.
So what you get it? What you give it so far?
Oh, maybe a 3. If we're doing 5 Koofies, maybe a 3.
Okay, all right.
It wasn't a 5 Koofy joint, that's for sure.
It definitely wasn't a 3.5
and
or 4.
It definitely detracts from it with the agendas that they try to shoehorn in, and with the way they made Peter Parker, and with the way they made it just way, way, way too long of a film to be sit through. That's it.
My question is, and somebody else had pointed this out, and I didn't think about it. Why is Miles Morales' last name Morales when his father's last name is Davis?
Kept saying he Dominican. Remember in the movie he kept saying he was Dominican?
Yeah, the mother Puerto Rican, right? But
he kept saying I'm Dominican.
The father is the
mom's
father.
Last name?
Huh? He got his mother's last name.
That's the mom's last name?
Yeah, but the father named Jefferson Davis, and the mother and the father.
Oh, Jefferson Davis, huh?
Right. So
Confederate general.
Right, and then his name would have been Miles. His name would have been Miles Davis. No, in the movie, the mother said in the movie, the mother said she was Puerto Rican. Right?
Mm-mm.
Didn't she?
She couldn't have said she was Puerto Rican.
I swear she said she was Puerto Rican, bro. When she was when they was talking about when they was in the principal's office.
She said she was no. What? I don't remember that.
Even if they weren't married, though, you would think he would have took his father's name, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, yo. I could have swore they said the mother said she was Puerto Rican, bro.
Oh, you know Michelle Rodriguez. She spoke out about whatever. You see that?
No. So
Michelle Rodriguez said black actors are stealing white people's superheroes.
They are though. They are.
But this is owned by Disney. You know what? It's just like what we're seeing with all this multiverse stuff.
I know Miles Morales is a tokenized character, and I like Miles Morales.
Yeah, it's decent.
I think it's a cool character. I just think this movie they did him dirty in this movie. Simple.
Miles Morales' character.
Yeah, I don't.
Why you say that?
Because it's not about him.
Oh, you're saying too much of the focus is on
Gwen, and it's like they use the Spider-Man Miles Morales name to push her.
I'm just wondering if in the next one or the one after that they're gonna push her to being like, nah, this is really a T person. Ha, we fooled you.
That's interesting. But even if that's the case, the father and the mother ain't married, and he took mother.
So they could really get the kids confused.
Right, that's interesting. Yep. I don't know. All I know is this: they could have made that movie better. The first one was fucking great. This one, I'm sorry, it was like I said, 2.5 out of 5 goofies. I couldn't wait for the shit to be over. The only time it started getting good was like in the last 15 minutes of the movie. Then I was like, oh, okay, here we go, finally. And then they fucking
finally in this like to be continued.
Face. Yeah. It's like, oh,
did you see they have Tim Scott came on The View? Why would you even go on there? And they booed him?
Of course.
I wouldn't have.
He was making sense.
Oh, I guarantee he was. I haven't looked at it yet. I just haven't had a chance to. But maybe we talk about that tomorrow on Jan Cannon.
Can't bring sense to idiots.
You can't. No. They booing Tim Scott. They don't even know the fuck Tim Scott is, and they booing him. They just know he a conservative. They booing him. Boo. Who the fuck is Tim Scott? I don't know, but he's a conservative. Oh, boo. Like, oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. The fucking View. I don't even know how that show's still in the air. That's how you know that show is a fucking Mockingbird, Operation Mockingbird show.
There should be no reason it's on.
No, there should be no reason that fucking show's on, bro. Straight up. Anyway. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. It's late. I gotta get to work in the morning. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Someone asked a question about thermal versus night vision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I say thermal because you see body heat and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They each have their own strengths. Thermal, you can't see through glass. Night vision, you can. So just be aware of that.
Oh, damn! You can't see through glass with night vision?
No, with thermal you can.
Oh, with thermal, yeah.
You see the reflection of yourself, the heat from your body off the glass.
That's crazy. So you would go thermal?
I go thermal just because I just it's hard to hide from.
Yeah, it's true. I go whatever I can afford because both of them motherfuckers is expensive. Jimmy, I know Jimmy Doss got a fucking night vision set up. I don't even know what he paid for that shit. All I know is I need a second job to pay for some fucking night vision. I think night vision, like a decent night vision kit is like $5,000, $6,000. So that might be like Vietnam era.
She said Vietnam era. It's old school one.
Anyway. All right, guys. For Jay and Rob, is Cannon Hotep saying, be safe, stay strapped, don't miss Strong Dad June. Everybody, get out there and punch your kid in the shoulder.
Love the babies.
We holler at y'all.
Later on.
So relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.